All I am is a man. I want the world in my hands. I hate the beach, but I stand in California with my toes in the sand. Use the sleeves of my sweater. Let's have an adventure. Head in the clouds, but my gravity centered. Touch my neck, and I'll touch yours. You and those little high-waisted shorts. So as the hours pass, I will let you know that I need to ask before I'm alone. How it feels to rest on your patient lips till eternal bliss. I'm so glad to know. As the hours pass, I will let you know that I need to ask before I'm alone. How it feels to rest on your patient lips till eternal bliss. I'm so glad to know. May just take your breath away. I don't mind if it's not much to say. Sometimes the silence guides the mind. Move to a place so far away. The goosebumps start to race the minute that my lifetime is your waste. And then I watch your face, put my finger on your tongue, cause you love the taste, yeah. These hearts are dark, everyone here but beats hard as fuck. Inside this place is warm, outside it starts to pour. Coming down, one love, two mouths, one love, one house. No shirt, no blouse, just us, you find out. Nothing that I wanna tell you about, no, no, no. As the hours pass, I will let you know that I need to ask before I'm alone. How it feels to rest on your patient lips till eternal bliss. I'm so glad to know. As the hours pass, I will let you know that I need to ask before I'm alone. How it feels to rest on your patient lips till eternal bliss. I'm so glad to know.
It's time for Power Hour.
The night will hold us close and the stars will guide us home. I've been waiting for this moment, we're finally alone. I turn to ask the question, so anxious, my thoughts. Your lips are soft like winter, in your passion I was lost. Cause it's too close, the hours pass, I will let you know that I need to ask before I'm alone. How it feels to rest on your patient lips till eternal bliss. I'm so glad to know. As the hours pass, I will let you know that I need to ask before I'm alone. How it feels to rest on your patient lips till eternal bliss. I'm so glad to know. As the hours pass, I
There's bears out here.
All I know is you never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
Hand him a little crypto check.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream. I think we should start with the
Hey Mitch,
Nikki.
happy Power Hour on this Bloodbath Friday.
Tech G, thank you so much, man, for the 5 super chat before I even said anything or something. Thank you, dude. Bloodbath for sure. You're looking at the Nikki, which this is the worst day it's had since October 19th, 1987. That was the first trading day of my entire life. Wow, we got history going on. Let's just look at from the top. And sadly, as you can see on the action screen above, the next time Bitcoin number go down, breaching that 4-hour 200 simple moving average right now after the sheer Uno card from yesterday. The Nikki is down 19% in 21 days, so about 1% a day. Napoleon Dynamite would be happy. But deep retrace would be down, from the low to the high here in 886, 31.5, 31.6. So there's a lot more downside before you even saw that, right? Yeah, man, deep retrace. So I guess we could say that maybe on deck would just be like right there. We haven't even tested that yet. So that's on deck. 33,956, 34K. I'm right. I think this was kind of the highlight outside of the volatility index chat that was up at one time today, 50%, 50. Very seldom do we see days like this, but here it is. I got to 29.66, not even 30, but up right now 35% roughly. What a meltdown, man. What a meltdown. And who was the absolute biggest loser of all of this? It would be Intel. Imagine you in Intel for 25 years. 25 years, yeah. And you're at break even. Well, you were. I don't know. Like you're at the lowest price since 2013, really. So, yep, man, this will happen. I can't believe they didn't get delisted and Nvidia getting listed at the Dow Jones. It didn't happen. And wow, it's like the worst of the day. But if you look at semiconductors and tech stocks, they are underwater. Banks are underwater. Gold miners underwater. Consumer discretionary underwater. I mean, you tell me a sector not completely destroyed. XLP's up today, but yeah, let's go to Bitcoin. We can maybe look at all these sectors of the S&P if y'all are inclined to really see where the blood is. It's everywhere. But man, I was thinking about doing an Uno stream yesterday, and I'm like, nah, seems Rudy Poo. And thankfully, it was Rudy Poo. As you can see, any sort of bullish pin bar, we're going to do it. We recaptured 64.89, and before we can finish our sentence, we're back below and nearing the lowest lows of the day from yesterday, which we were at 62.2. We're at 62.670 in the final 60 minutes of Wall Street trading going into the weekend. So, and the price action so far in Power Hour, the first 10 minutes has been bad. So here we go. Are we going to test the 200 simple moving average? Are we going to test the bullish 5-0 pattern completion zone, which is like 61,750? Why not? Let's get it over with, man. Let's just do it. Yeah, bearish engulfing candle in the midst of being painted. You got, 4 hours, 49 minutes till that's confirmed. Bitcoin's down $2,650, 4+%. And it's even worse for altcoins. Let me just show you. Remember, been keeping our eye on Bitcoin dominance that continuing to rally today, heading towards 60. It looks like Maybe by the time we get there, altcoins are really, really just devastated. Yep. This is very bad, boys. We can look at, I mean, Bitcoin futures if you want to see. It's delayed. That's a lot of downside. Your target on this has to be like the gap fill at like 57,855, right? So this is delayed. This will be lower, but it's just starting to really look like that gap's gonna fill at this point, right? The way the macro's going, liquidity, holy crap, the VIX. Buckle up. We'll look at the Bitcoin market cap too. Here's your market cap. It's beautiful. What a beautiful channel. Can't even make up its beauty. 200 on deck, heartline on deck. You don't hold that. Wow, way lower. And you're still confined within this structure here. So, whatever. I just don't like one high, the second high, now a third high. Hate that. Okay.
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
Sure, if you want, dude. It's your time. Ethereum down 6%. Here we are. Man, we made it. You know, like, this is why just wait for key inflection points, wait for major confirmation lows. I mean, you're at the lowest price seen since July 8th. Can we get audio checks? Make sure we're good there. Hopefully it holds. Hopefully you catch some positive price action at this level. If not, then 2,900. You don't hold that. Well, unless it's a fake out. Wow, way lower prices below 29. You just don't want to own the asset below 2,900. It's been that way. Above it, yeah, you're good. But I just hope that again we get a confirmation low and something like this happens. It's like, oh, it was all a bad dream, man. I wish, I hope, but doesn't mean it's going to happen. So we're just monitoring Ethereum down 6% today, $190. And now we're at a key level from history. And no one's really bidding on it. It's just kind of sitting there in its chair. Below the 200 moving average, by the way. Audio's okay. Y'all sure? Y'all sure it's okay? Sounds terrible here. Just listening to myself. Okay. BNB, remember there was nothing to do but wait. Really not that bad. Down 3.3%. Outperforming Ethereum and most altcoins by far. And I mean, it's performing technically better than Bitcoin today. Down less. But still, you would, just like Ethereum, you'd want to wait. You'd want to see 500 to 510. See some positive price action there. And we're not even close. That's your update. Going for the lowest daily close since July 13th. You know, whatever. Not that big a deal either. Okay, Solana. Man, I'll tell you, dude. Japanese candlestick reversal patterns. There's something else sometimes. They're not always, but I'll tell you on this one, it's like, okay, you watch the streams. A few of y'all watch the streams, and it's like, hey, man, we're just identifying structures, patterns, whatever. And there was one, and it was beautiful. That shooting star, that iron laden shooting star, caught the fall through, and look at it now. It implied lower. Hopefully not lower than 124, but we're going. See at the 200, and if that doesn't hold, I'll see at 130 again. And if that doesn't hold, bye-bye Solana. Confirming distribution, really. So all you can do is hope for a higher low here. Man. And it was the shooting star at an inflection point, you know. XRP. Remember, it was all a fake out, chat. Breakout or fake out? It was fake out. And now trading at the lowest price since July 19th at 54.59 cents. No idea if this holds. Who knows, man? It was always it was a coin flip anyway. Anyway, which way you looked at it, XRP's been a coin flip. So at that 200 moving average, all right. I hope it holds, man. Whatever. Chainlink devastated just looking at it because it was a trade setup that failed, you know, for sure. And this is the thing where it's like if you're below 1288 or really 1260, you don't want to own this. There's no reason. Like, there's not a reason to own it. So it's like you're out, waiting for 1144, 1119 now. If that doesn't hold, look out, man. You are going stupidly lower below 1119. That's like another if you're just a chain link holder, you know, not even trading or anything, that's, I don't know why you would want to own link below that. It's big markdown territory. So disappointing, but what are you gonna do? It was easy to manage risk.
Just because.
Bitcoin
Salute
rolled it.
to the
Bitcoin was
chat
showing the
and
variables.
Bossman
It's like,
McTrae.
okay, if we do our math on it, it's like, even if altcoin looks good, impossible to play out if Bitcoin's showing all these bearish variables and it plays out, right? The TA is respected on that. Hey Hoodie, thank you for the 5 super chat. Appreciate it, man. Good to see y'all on a Friday. Yeah, it's brutal day, but yeah, a day worthy of going live and checking it out and just kind of seeing all the carnage together. You know, we do it on pump days, do it on dump days. Okay. I don't know. Let's look at just like a couple big losers today. Band is down almost 12%. Hey, it was a dragon, and then it rallied and it was the lowest high, and then it rolled over. Now you're getting close to violating 118. You don't hold that, see it back down to 98 cents, whatever. Uniswap, yeah, it's typical stuff, man, where it's like, yeah, it was doing what all the others did. If you remember, like 2 months ago, they all set up like this, and then they all failed. And now Uniswap's doing the same thing, where you'll see you're looking for 520, 386 on deck. If this is real, this is a major bearish breakdown occurring today. And again, 520, 386 on deck. Nasty. Figured. Yeah, had to be really skeptical of this one, man. But dude, EOS, man. EOS was going to do it. Just looking at some big losers today. Basic attention token was going to do it, man. Nah, it's not. It wasn't going to ever do it. GRT was going to do it. And before, dude, once this breaks, it's just like, bye-bye. 16 cents. They're trying to hold it up, man. Bitcoin goes any lower. Whew, good luck. On all, or what is it? Have fun with your Bitcoin, your crypto, and all the other things you play with. Man, if that wasn't real as F, wasn't it? All right, crypto can get wrecked, dude. Let's go to the S&P 500. I guess let's just look at the spider. I'll look at the SPX. I think I had the channel augmented on this one. Yeah, like, so I just like adjusted for like the bigger channel, and you can see like they kind of broke it yesterday with the engulfing, and then just the mark down the day, the gap down. It's only down 2%, which people are like talking about, dude, what about the circuit breaker? And it's like, man, you're not even close to circuit breaker territory yet. This is a joke. 2% is like normal. Like, I mean, we hadn't seen a 2% down day, and it was like 320 days or something that streak snapped in the past 2 weeks. But I'm just saying, 2%, huh? Yeah, so 52.62 seems like we're just waiting on that, right? I mean, like waiting for the market participants to confirm it as support for the first time ever, or to just violate it, and it never was. It never was a support. It was just a resistance. So maybe we'll get that next week or something. But then at the same time, it's a very small gap, so gaps filled. This one's up here. That's unfilled gap too. So you could think that they could attempt to rally at some point, and we could double top, you know, later. But the gaps are unfilled, multiple ones. The Dow Jones, remember it was like inverted hammer, but then it's like, wait a second, they just put in possibly a lower high.
Hey Mitch, great to see you
There's
stream
a golden
again.
candle.
Do you only use 886s on Shark Point Ds or also the 1.13 fib level? Appreciate you time and stream.
Ichi Bonsai, what's up, dude? No, 113s are real, and an example of that would have been like, I was ready for the 113% bros. Or like, even see, I don't think like the bearish argument's really out of the woods till you're breaking all-time highs, because it's like this. Where's the 113? Yeah, look at that. I mean, They could have had the same type of argument up here at 74,528 and still would have been weird, you know. I'd have felt more comfortable about a bullish 5.0 in this situation because it would have been the highest high ever. And like a breakout, like clearly, wow, they absorbed all the supply that existed here, and now we're pulling back. I'd have felt way more confident about a 5.0 with a 113 because it's in all the textbooks, right? I mean, for real. 50% retrace, highest low ever, and then we go, right? But oops, the heck? But you got an 886 again, and that's just distribution, lower highs, sucks. 113 gives you a little bit better of a understanding, I guess, of like kind of the what's going on with the buyers and sellers, you know. So yeah, 113s have their place for sure.
I'm so excited for the market to get destroyed. Main Street and families have been getting absolutely wrecked. Cheers to those who love God and America.
Greg P, thank you, dude, for the 5. Well, unfortunately, you know, Main Street, a lot of them participate in the stock market. I mean, half the country, and they're getting wrecked right now. So, but I get it. I know what you're saying. You know, it was getting too hot, man. Like, what? No pullbacks. I mean, this could just be a pullback, and we've seen them before, and then we pivot when we rally, and it's not the end of the world. Like, you get waves up and down, and since we had such a nice wave up, maybe this is a shorter lived wave. We pivot. We're above the 200 moving average. Things are just kind of, this is normal stuff, despite the doomers. I get it. The interest rate's coming. There is a crazy bad stat on that. Like, once the Fed starts cutting interest rates the next 120 plus days, there's a 23+% retrace from that moment when they cut. Like, I mean, that's just real every single time. But maybe this time's different. Either way, all we got to do, we got to wait for structures to develop, and then we want to see them develop and mature, with the pivot points being at key inflection points, and then we see favorable price action there, and then we get help on the oscillators. You don't have that. You're impulsing right now, right? We're impulsing. Yeah, NASDAQ going for the lowest daily close since either May 31st or, I mean, mid-May. Pretty nasty. So far, peak to trough from the lowest low today. NASDAQ about 11%. 11%, 10% corrections happen all the time. What was this one? What was this correction, you know, from this high to low? It was 8%. So this one's actually worse so far than our most recent one back in March to April, late April. But you get them, man. You get pullbacks, and they can be long extended, right? Like this one from this high, July 2023. I mean, this was a 9% correction for rally, but then a lower high comes in. And then from this high to this low, it was about an 8% correction. And then from this high to this low, it was a 8% correction. So, you know, 8 or 9, 8, 8. What was this one? 8. And then we're at 11 right now on this one, correction-wise. Russ 2000 got obliterated, got smoked. It was smoted. Just it's terrible. I mean, like, wow. Gaps down after a failed breakout. Right? Remember the 4 hour was like XRP. I don't know why this is visible in the daily. It was only a 4 hour pattern. Yeah, and they just gapped it down today. It was nasty. They'll do that. So back contained within the parameters of history, right? Major level. You can see the swing lows and the swing highs and the reversal points, and you're now just trading below it. Garbage, man. But yeah, still, hopefully they can put in a higher low than the previous low, and it's the highest low, right, of the whole new trend. And we pivot, we run, we fill the gap, we head on up 230, 234 later. But yeah. The fear and greed index, I think we saw fear for the first time since October 2023. Nice. Okay, those are your index funds. We can look at gold real quick. That held up better. I mean, like it hit its second highest price today ever before the pullback. It's still just sitting there. I hope it's not some sort of lower high attempted rally, and then now it's failing and falling back below the trading range top, and that means, okay, bigger wave down for M shape and before, but that's where we are. Buyers attempted to rally, and they have so far failed to capture prices higher than the first high, the breakout high. So we are there. Silver, look, they recaptured the level only to reject it immediately, and then as of today, formally, what was once resistance from history is being regarded as resistance once again. Bearish confirmation of an inflection point. That's what's happening on silver. Not great, not good price action. Bitcoin, terrible price action. You don't want to see, okay, here's the 4 hour on Bitcoin we didn't even talk about. Like, you don't want to see the perfect test, right? It was support, then they ran up and rejected, and they confirmed this level as resistance, and it broke down, and then they recaptured, and then it was a tweezer top, bull crap, violated immediately, and then what? 8 hours today of rejecting once again that 64,899 level as resistance, and then like on the previous candle, a confirmed bearish breakdown below the entire inflection zone, and now you're catching follow through. Sitting at the 200 right here. It's not really great. I mean, it's not good price action. That doesn't mean like, oh, it looks like we're gonna reverse to the upside soon. Yes, I'm so excited. I mean, if that happens, sure, but again, like what has been I guess the whole week, like anything's possible at any time, but I mean, the probability was highest of down on Bitcoin, unfortunately. Like, right, we want Bitcoin to always go up, but dang, man, harmonic patterns, previous cycle tops regarded as resistance twice in the 4 hour, and then even on the daily you see a double top. You see like confirmation of the supply line of that channel you've been confined in with 4 months, with the either or the right angle descending broadening formation structure, or the bearish three drives, whichever way you interpreted it. It was every variable screamed lower prices on Bitcoin. It just did. Like, there was nothing that was like, okay, impending price action versus the upside is coming. Nothing, none of that. So this is how surprised I am, right? I told y'all, like, I'd be more surprised. I'd be the most surprised person in the world is if what we were identifying, like Monday, Sunday, the bear shark rejection of the supply line, 69K. Like, I'd be most surprised if we broke upward and kept going, because it was implied lower. It's almost like pre-flop, in poker. Like, you have decent hands, you have pretty good hand, and then you raise, and then someone re-raises you, and then you re-raise them back, and then they go all in. Dude, this guy has to have pocket aces. Like, he has to. Otherwise, he's just bluffing. But this guy never bluffs from playing with him. That's what, like, all the variables were on Bitcoin. You're standing there with pretty freaking good cards, but you don't have pocket aces, and you're just like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna make a decision and try to be bullish on Bitcoin right now. Okay, so yeah, it's a pretty bad day. Hong Kong HK33 currently at its lowest price since April today. We looked at the Nikkei already. The DAX getting freaking beat down, almost like a triple top, lowest price since April. I haven't looked at the DAX itself because this one, I look at the other one, the German 30 on Wanda, but this one is delayed. But I just want you to see it. It's pretty awesome, right? I mean, it was a pretty cool channel, and they broke that demand line yesterday, and no other days did they break it with confirmation. And look at the follow through after the breach of that little demand line. Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, you were going for the lowest daily candle close on the German 30, the DAX, DAX. This is like the German stock market since February 28th. Disgusting. The ASX, not too bad because it did just 2 days ago make all-time highs, but it's down a lot, you know, whatever. Nothing really that notable. I think we looked at this on stream yesterday. I tweeted about it. I don't know how many people really that interested. But I think like you may not care about the Chinese markets, but you are here because you respect the TA, right? So it's like this is cool, a really cool thing to see, right? Where you have like this long established downtrend. It's only lower highs, lower lows, and then the most beautiful head and shoulders pattern develops, and then the neckline's broken officially July 27th, and then they back test what was once the neckline is confirmed resistance when it was support, and at the same time with the wicks they tested the 200 moving average as resistance, and now you've started to roll over. You've got some follow through. I mean, that is just a work of art. What an edge, you know, to say that probably lower prices on China. These are like the two different ones, right? It's like an aggregate of the two different Chinese markets. All right, so we looked at enough like macro stuff, I guess. Look at the DXY. My God, that Gartley, dude. Oh my God, it's beautiful. The type 2, and it was a slightly lower high. Just a, oh my God, like the subtle signature of distribution on a type 2. Man, such a lack
I hate
of
these woke
demand.
CNTS, but is that a
Rolling
buying
over now.
campaign
Beautiful.
ongoing on S-Bucks at this level on the weekly? Your wisdom is greatly appreciated, now and forever.
Infertile Snail, thank you so much for the $21.56. We can definitely look at that, man. Appreciate you. First request of the day, I guess, right? We'll look at Starbucks again, man. Like, did they survive earnings? Because Nike had the exact same structure, and they're in the exact same category. I mean, subsector, right? Like consumerism, right? Like, and they got nuked. So hard trust in Starbucks right now. But yeah, we can take a gander. We'll look. Thank you. So the DXY going for its lowest close since mid-March, and a bearish Gartley performing pretty amazing. I mean, the first target of a Gartley is going to be 102.24. Second target's going to be $100. So I love it so far. That's beautiful. Most recent data, but then you got even more data right here. I mean, right? Less demand, not oversold. Gross, but amazing, because we just don't care. Like here, it's like, okay, if Bitcoin was showing all those bearish variables and it's playing out, we win, because that's like why we study this stuff, to like, either make money or to like preserve our capital. Like, wow, I'm not looking to really short Bitcoin because I kind of believe in it long term and I don't want to get destroyed and squeezed, but I can maybe protect myself, from getting destroyed if it plays out, and reassess if the entire bearish argument gets violated, and missing out on a few $1,000s of gains would be an insurance policy on being able to sleep well at night, because you have forms of confirmation on the chart, right, that everything's okay. All right. Oh, we got to look at the, isn't it like the yen? The yen, dude? Or it's the Japanese dollar to the yen. Highest levels since January 31st. So since the beginning of the year. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really big on currency pairs. I don't care. It's like, if you want to, though, we can just do the good old fashioned. All right. Let's take a look at the XLY. Man, since that pivot and since June, we had one run. I mean, we saw our highest prices since January 2022. In a matter of a month, the month of July, completely all gone. And this has everything to do with Amazon. Amazon got murdered today. Their earnings were meh, but bad macro. That's a terrible combination for price, and we will look at it. Maybe we should just do that. Look at the Mag 7 first. Dang. Okay, because remember, the XLY, 25% of the entire XLY is Amazon. And then the second largest weighted asset on the XLY is Tesla. Not having a day. Yeah, let's just do that, man. Sorry. We'll, I just want y'all to see like things that are happening on market drivers, right? So real quick, we'll just look at Amazon. So yeah, 10%. It was now worse, or it was down 12%. Yeah, there it is. Like, so what was on stream yesterday discussed? I mean, this is sometimes how it goes. All right, there were like 400 people watching yesterday when this happened, but it was just like what we are witnessing. Right? What is it we are witnessing? We're witnessing the confirmation of a key level from history is resistance again. One time, I don't know. Second time, yes, confirmed. And then you bearishly engulfed the previous candle and closed below that level. Like, that's like, okay, I guess time to get destroyed, and earnings kind of set it off, right? Earnings made this argument play out. Even with all the divergence too. Well, the cool thing is like it's earnings, so all bets are off, but like the closer you get to neutral, the higher the probability of a reset of the histogram of the momentum before another move happens, whether it's down or up. So you were starting to, and that is and this is kind of scary for Amazon, okay? Because the volume involved with the sell-off, this is the highest volume seen on the daily, technically, since October, which ended up being a breakaway gap. You see what I'm saying? Breakaway gaps, high volume, nice disparity in price from the gap. Okay, that's a lot of price. So this could be the exact, this has the argument for a breakaway gap to the downside, meaning like this gap doesn't fill anytime soon because there was so much selling pressure and the gap down is so large. It has the makings of having that definition. So you could end up getting a rally. They could even take this to 177 for a bearish back test because it's been support and support. Where they flip it to resistance and the gap still doesn't fill, and then they roll it over. That could happen. And look what's happened on Amazon. Like the 200-day simple moving average gap below it, and what happened at the highs of the high today, right? For Amazon, you had a mere back test. Oh, that 200's resistance now. What the? Brutal. Like, this is a brutalized stop.
Just weird, but nothing is more weird than the unemployment numbers. It keeps having really huge crisis of identity.
Identity crisis for those numbers have been cooked, manipulated by this administration. You know, again, like, yeah, let's install godless people with zero morals. Zero moral fiber. Yes, they're gonna lie about it. Lie about the numbers. Who cares? Who cares what these people think? It's not like we're in the White House legitimately anyway. We stole it. You won't know they did. So yeah, they'll do whatever they want. Okay? So let's not go there. All right? Don't go there. But anyway, this is the worst of the 7. Let's go to the second worst, which is Tesla. And now, hey man, nice. We filled the gap. We're testing the inflation. We're doing all the things that we said was probably decent. Let's see now. Like, it's not time to take action. It's time to wait and see what market participants do with this key level. Because in history, they have shown us some incredible things here. It's been major support and a huge rally. It's been resistance. It's been support before huge rally. Support twice before huge rally. Resistance before major dump. All right, it's been support. It's been spring back test of spring gap fill and then run. Really nice run to 260. So maybe they hold it up. I'll tell you right now, we are at the session lows. Remember, we're in power hour and we are at the lowest dollar and lowest cent of the day on Tesla. So it's like, are they coming in next week? When are they coming in? Because if you don't hold 205, then you got a 182 target. Yeah, Bitcoin's at its lows, the 4-hour. You can clearly see on the action screen, whatever you want to call it. And I'll never stop, man. posting this, because now, like with all this meltdown happening after, it just makes the setup even more insane, dude. Like, you can't make this. It's like, here it is. Here's the argument. Here's all the technicals. Here's the whole argument, dude. And you can't tell me that it's just going to hit the third target and then be done, completely done. And it was. It was completely done after target number 3. I mean, you're now lower than the first target at this point. So it's just hyping the chat for like true TA respect and like having a trading plan, executing it, and exiting. I mean, like you exit after third target, and this is like a great educational moment for why. Because you just don't know what's going to happen after that trade concludes. So at the same time, it's like if the asset's price fell below this level for real, like you get stopped out and you don't own it anymore, and you understand, okay, it failed. Like Link, it failed. So we're not in it anymore. But it could have done this. Amazon filled the gap, and then it, what did it do? It made a huge gap on high volume that may not fill anytime soon. Okay, who's the next worst? Nvidia, down 3%. Hit its lowest price since May 23rd. Sad news. I mean, this isn't really good price act. Now, it was cool, right? Because we were in here and we were able to identify a formal bearish back test. What was once a support has flipped to resistance. And then you got the nice fall and look more today. And it's like, this isn't a good candle really, because you gap down, and the best the buyers could do today on Nvidia was just formally fill the gap and then sell off since. So yesterday's close is now resistance, which about 18-20% of the time gaps act as support resistance. So that's where we are. 97 would be cool. A gap fill at this point would be nice. I mean, that's the gap on earnings. No edge, chat. Nothing implying number go up soon on the oscillators. This is dog crap. There's nothing you can do here. In fact, you got a high, a second high. Is this the third high? It's like a really, really whacked out 3 falling peaks. I don't know. Let's just see how far low we go, man. You're catching knives, though. I think trying to buy Nvidia after this, that arrow, man, that's tough. Tough calling bottoms, I understand. But, man, I would like to maybe not get a bottom, but get a second bottom. And it's like, oh, we're confirming accumulation again. The buyers are recapturing momentum of this asset. Are they doing that? Is there any indication the buyers are recapturing momentum? No, if we just made the lowest price since May, and we gap down and we filled the gap, and we've sold off ever since we filled the gap, that's not really good price action. Sorry. The VIX close. We'll pay attention to it, man. We got plenty of time. We got 16 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button. What's up? Thanks for being here. Mr. Whale, Hampson, Rachel, SoFlo, hi. That's right. That's right, man. Kind words. Sage words. Rob, Kai, Troy, so Slurpee, man. You know more burger? He got rid of his burger. 1/3 of burgers are 0 in their savings account or something. Ape Show. Russ 2000, hello. G-Dog, hi. Alec, Jared. He went to Jared. Matt Cotton. He went to Cotton. Good to see y'all. Okay. So here's Google. Dude, just Google it, man. Googling stuff doesn't work anymore, by the way. Just probably still waiting on the demand line. You're going for the lowest daily candle close since May 1st. Remember the whipsaw, this thing of arrows pointing, circles being painted. It was a false bullish breakout, and then you even had this ungodly bearish backtest and bearish engulfing candle on the date of right there. You can barely see it. It was July 16th. Like, all it was, dang, man, these things are going nuts, but wait, they're breaking out, but hold on. They've fallen back in. dude, go read Trades About to Happen by David Weiss, man. He talks about these massive channels and the price action, like what normally happens if they do break out. They normally don't break out for long. They normally fall back in, and then they whipsaw all the way back down to the bottom of the channel. And sometimes the selling pressure is so heavy off the whipsaw, you fall below it. You violate that demand line. So we could see something like we saw in March. So yeah, this look bad. It's bad. It gapped down on earnings. It's tested the heartline of resistance and it's fallen through. Multi-month lows incoming. Microsoft down 2.2%. I mean, they're just like on, just maybe I just loop it, or it'll be like a fire. What is it? A smoke detector where the battery's low, and it should just be like throughout the stream. It should just be like, and just out of context. Yeah. So Microsoft is near the 200 moving average, and you know, y'all saw the DXY, what it's doing, and it's anyway. So breaking this demand line that was kind of arbitrary anyway. It wasn't really, it was violated, and they tested it. And it's like, okay, you're in outer space, so we're doing what we can to maybe see if there is some sort of level, you know, and they're breaking it. You're heading to 200, going for the lowest daily candle close since May 2nd, like along the lines of the other Mag 7s. But wait, hold on. There was like incredible confirmation. Like what was resistance has flipped to support, or I'm sorry, what was resistance has been re-regarded as resistance. And that was that date. These arrows, man, I'm going live on these days. We're like watching these things happen. They're being discussed. And it's just nice to see, hey, the TA is being respected. TA respect is like price action correlation to levels. And then it playing out after those events occur, those indicators. Meta, it's all gone, dude, right? The only thing you could have done was had calls, prayed to God, and then I'd open yesterday, sell calls. That's it. This thing is giving all it back, right? A gap up, and the gap has formally filled. They filled it at the lows today. Incredible. So, hey, I like it a little better because it's not pulling the, hey, we're going for the lowest price since beginning of May. Nvidia, Google, Microsoft, they're all doing that. Amazon, not Meta. Somehow Zuckerberg did some push-ups, and yeah, you're kind of just okay in the middle of a range, 450 to 530. That's it. And then saving the best for last. Okay, because this one's kind of, I can't believe it. They just, one of their biggest innovations flopped. They're like discontinuing something they put so much research and development and R&D into. I can't imagine how many millions of dollars plus that they invested into the Aapl goggles or whatever, right? And then the macro does what it does today, and then Apple's like, okay, not bad. It was better earlier. I mean, my God, they were about to do it earlier. 225.89, they're pulling it back, right? Power hour, whoa. People don't like, when markets do what they're doing, the Thursdays and Fridays like this, big boys don't like having serious positions going into weekend because of ramifications of what can spill over into Mondays. Pre-market, underwater, nothing they can do about it. So they oftentimes will close it out and just be happy for the weekend. All right. And so maybe they're doing that on Aapl today, after such a nice run up. So this thing's down from its highs like 2%. Yeah. 2% gone from the top of the day. So you're probably at the lowest point of the hour, 9 minutes and 30 seconds. But they're trying to hold it up. I hope it does hold, man, because if you don't, buyers, if you don't keep 217 propped up, you can imagine easy 207 and then 198 after that. And unfortunately, what's really happened? I mean, what has really happened yesterday, today? The beautiful channel, I don't think anyone in the world would argue, like, hey, man, I'm like new to TA. And it's like, well, hey, new to TA person, do you see this channel here? Do you see the anchor points and kind of how it looks like the heartline respect, and then like 2 on the top, 1, 2, 3 on the bottom. Anyone would be like, yeah, I get that. So that means like people would understand, like if you break that level, and look what they've done. Like they pretty much broke it. Now they're bearishly back. They're back testing what was once a demand line. It's now flipping to a supply line. There is supply at this level, clearly. We saw it, 2% drop after testing that level again today. So all we can do is hope for the best, chat. There's your Mag 7, by the way. So just want you to see. We could either look at all the sectors of the S&P, or we can look at individual stocks. What do you think? Type 1 for the sectors, like the ETFs of the sectors of the S&P. Type 2 for individual stocks. Because it's still going to be all red anyway. But I guess I'll let y'all pick. We got Bitcoin, as you can see, at its lowest point on this 4-hour candle. And sadly, I mean, really sad. Like if you really scale in and you see what they've done, it's like the worst, right? Like 63,588 to the cent. It's pinpoint from that 2021 high, that candle close. Look what they've done. They broke it, and like now on this 4-hour candle, they have bearishly back tested that with the wick and just rolled over. Like what in the? It's the worst price action locally you could receive. Let's see what y'all say. We got more 2s. So y'all want to see individual stocks. Y'all don't want to see the ETFs. I got it. Okay. See? And as you can see, Apple has just lost about 0.75% since we got on this asset. It was up over 1%. It was like 1.4% up. It's now only at 0.64%. They're selling it off. Right? People, I'm telling you, people don't like owning assets on the weekend, going into weekend after Thursday, Friday devastation because of the dreaded BM word. BM, what's that? Not bowel movements. It's something else, and it's far worse for the toilet, apparently. I don't know, man. Sorry, this is live streaming. We improv. Sometimes if they say things that don't make much sense. Okay. All right. Individuals. El Dion, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, man. Really appreciate that, dude. See you. Thank you for the few people that are watching on Twitch, on X. Hope y'all are doing well. YouTuber peoples, majority of y'all. Ruru, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for being here. R. Lake, Dow Jones, Jonathan Morris, Brad E. What's up, Wayne Batson? Okay, we can do the thing. Yeah, here's your favorite. Here's microchip. This is one of the most brutalized charts probably on the market today. Look at this beautiful channel, man. Like what? This is a nice channel. And look what they did. Yesterday they breached the 200 simple moving average, and then just carnage today, just gap down. It was earnings, definitely earnings. I mean, it wasn't really too bad. It's just a bad macro day. I mean, yeah. Earnings season with bad macro, really bad situation. Like if you're, like everything's amplified. I think like if we had probably a pretty good day, the Mag 7 wasn't collapsing, you know, everything wasn't collapsing. The VIX wasn't up 50%. Like this would probably be minimal. It'd be like, oh, we're only down 4%, you know, but like, sorry, you got to be down 11 because the macro is terrible. So people fear flooding back into the market real fast. Micron, what a round trip situation. It's like 2000 from the highest high, right? All-time high is June 18th. June 18th. That's quite the day, right? Remember June 18th, 2022, Black Saturday for crypto. It was green something for Micron. It was green. It was white something. Micron. Anyway, down 41% in 45 days. Let's just say at the lows today, 42.3. So that's like 1% a day for 40 freaking days. Like this is biblical, dude. 40 days, 40 nights of losses. 1% a day. Man. Broke the 200 moving average today, confirmed for the first time. Really? I mean, really.
0.88.
Since like April of 2023.
0.88, 0.92 looks to be holding. Thoughtful face. Thumbs up. Thoughts good, sir. Folded hands. Hearty face.
Thank you so much,
playful
man.
face.
We'll look at qubits. We need to look at, let's look at Starbucks real quick for infertile snail. Not really sure what makes a snail infertile. Salt, but that would make its entire everything's infertile. Nah, see, here's the thing, man. Okay, they survived earnings. Congratulations. Can we get a big round of applause for Starbucks for not like utterly collapsing like Nike did? But something really bad's happened. Like terrible. Like this is the worst thing that I think you could dream of. Why? This is the worst thing. It's two things. It's an upthrust and a formal back test of upthrust. And rolled over. Fill the gap. Earnings didn't even happen. And now you're just sitting here below all major supports. The inflection point from history that was so real has been regarded as resistance again. I just don't see why you don't go down to 71, 79 for another test. They might hold it because it's a level, man. It's like they've held this thing. They've been holding it, right? Like, look at that. Support. But, man, okay, so they did hold it for a second time. But the most recent discernible event is not them holding that level. The most recent discernible event are sellers saying, we got all the supply here. There are not near enough of you buyers to ever absorb this supply. So you're not. And the buyers are like, oh my God. And they completely just stop buying. And you've dumped hard in the past 2 days. So it's up 1.2%. Congratulations. If we recapture 81, if the market conditions and the macro improve, I'll feel a little better. But I know I'm a little kind of, I wouldn't say freaked out or paranoid, but I saw what happened to Nike. And it had an identical structure. So I'll tell you this, whether it plays out soon or not, it's like we got resolution on debt, right? Like major harmonic dud or legendary harmonic playing out soon, right? So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Nike, just get wrecked. It was the same thing. It was almost identical. It's like M shape, type 2 return, and earnings. Worst day in the history of Nike. And now it was a breakaway gap too. High volume, huge markdown. You ain't filling that gap anytime soon. No time soon. So the target here is 66.89. 67 bucks on Nike.
Keep searching for the high probability trade setups. I'm on the lookout for inverse head and shoulder, complex structure. I think I've spotted one. Respectable Kowski.
Warbeerus, thank you, dude. Yeah. I have in the chat for Bulkowski patterns. One of many things we look for. If we have it, great. You don't have to have them. Always good too. Again, it's all like people like, I don't know, like I'll tweet something and then someone will like say, that's not a good indicator. That's not a leading indicator. It's like, dude, like, whoa, who's saying that's the only indicator I'm using? Like you want a congregation of variables. You want multiple variables to be implying the exact same thing at the exact same time at that level, at that key level from history where reversals have happened before. Pretty simple. But yeah, Bulkowski. So what I'm saying is like Bulkowski's like inverse head and shoulders, double top, ascending triangles. That's just one thing, man. And again, the research he's done, if you read his Encyclopedia Chart Patterns, these patterns, they are not like godsends. They're not 80% probability. No, dude, you're talking about 60% chance. In a lot of them, 63% chance an uptrend for it to play out. That means like 40% chance it just is marginal edge. But then, hey, man, you get one of these patterns, 60% chance, whatever, inverse head and shoulders or whatever, and then all of a sudden you're like, this inverse head and shoulders, that right shoulder is happening at a key level. And then wait, you have hidden bullish divergence on the right shoulder. But then locally you have confirmation of that right shoulder, right? Like a local one time, the second time, just like the left shoulder. And then it just was a correction in a long-term uptrend, like at 886 retrace. Oh my God! All of a sudden, that little 65% chance starts rolling into like 69, 70% chance of an outcome. Like you start increasing your odds the more variables you have of an outcome. So anyway, that's it. There it is, chat. Ding, ding, ding. The bell has rung. The Jesus chimes. Let's go to the VIX real quick. How did it close? Ooh, it pulled back a lot. only closed up 27%. But again, at one time, it was up at the highs today 60%. Wow, that's insane. So you get what I'm saying? Infertile snail. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not trying to like, I don't even know. I'm just live streaming and saying my opinion, man. Hey, nice. On the new 4 hour. That was, okay, by the way, chat, if you didn't know, lowest 4 hour candle close confirmed since July 15th. Not that big a deal. I know. But that did. You took out like yesterday when we closed out. This was when the stock market closed yesterday. Right here. Just like here. So Wall Street closes. Look at the price action you get when Wall Street closes. So it's all Wall Street. They're the ones selling. They're the ones shorting. They're the ones dumping Bitcoin. Clearly. Well, here we are again. The market's closed. So what's going to happen? Are we going to get something like this again? Or I don't know. Warren Choose, understand. You are my buddy. I agree. We're buddies. Hold on, my set ended. Yeah, so we have another request too, right? We had Kibitz. Let's take a look. So the futures real quick too. I'll go to it, but S&P top left, top right Wall Street, or Dow Jones, bottom left Nasdaq 100, and then bottom right Russell 2000. Just awful. All right, look. It's pretty cool though. Interesting to see where the Nasdaq 100 has gone to. Right. I mean, this is a level that it's always been here. Since March. Line in the sand. They defended it here in June before all-time high run, and now we're back at it with momentum heavily on the side of the sellers. So it's the first time. I get it's cool the first time, but man, in a situation like this, if we do react, you want to wait for something like this. If you truly wanted evidence that buyers are not just confirming an old resistance as support again, but they're also recapturing momentum, and you want to have a easy way to manage risk for a long with a tight stop loss. You need this. You want a reaction and then a reversal. Reaction low, reversal low. You just want that. Dragon pattern, I got it. Yeah, whatever. So it's a wait and see situation. I hope it holds, man. But even if it holds, don't be surprised if the rally is short-lived and we come for a second test later. Could be later in August, so... Immigrant son, dude. I am self-taught. I've had mentorship over the years too. I've had people that have helped refine my not mine. I don't, I guess I would only say mine, because I'm taking the teachings of multiple different analysts over the past 100 years, and I'm just kind of bringing it in-house to what I like. I've thrown out stuff. I've dabbled with stuff over the years, but this is kind of the refined, uber refined, condensed analysis system, I guess, framework that I found to be kind of the best approach, the most conventional approach, and especially when trying to educate newer people on it, so their eyes don't gloss over, and try to be as simple as possible, but at the same time, it's really tough to be completely simple with such a complex field, it's a good language, completely different language, so much jargon. Try my best to try my best to explain price action in these markets, not we're just looking at a screen with green red things. I'm trying to always use verbiage and wordage that's hey man, these are buyers and sellers doing things, and each swing low and swing high, they can represent things. And all the time it's a lot of noise, but sometimes you can get structures that have been researched and studied over many years where, wow, in the right context, these patterns provide you an edge, greater than 50% chance of outcome. So we just look for those. Okay. So oh yeah, sorry, we were Captain Tibbets. What was it? Thank you, man. Appreciate that, immigrant son. Stick around, dude. I'm telling you, man. Like, invest in yourself. Yeah, invest in yourself. Study this stuff. There's unlimited online resources. I would say be in my Discord, our Discord, whatever. There's an educational resources tab in that Discord. And there's no catch. It's all source material. Like, there's no links, affiliate marketing. It's just literally educational resource tabs, like a bunch of different books that you can buy, pick up on Amazon, whatever, or YouTube videos. Yeah. Join the Discord. That's the first. You just want to be surrounded by people that also respect technical analysis like we do, and Steve Neeson and Mark Douglas principles. Evolve as a trader. Surround yourself with others who are applying the same framework. And there are countless people that could attest to being exposed to this community. I think puts you at an advantage, a learning advantage, if you're trying to learn this stuff. So this is a D-Wave. It started out so great, just failed to see the second aggressive targets, and is now rolling over. Today saw its lowest price since February. I mean, the party ended, man. It really did. They have violated a 105 level. They filled a gap. I figured 105 might have been good. Now it's just, I would say it's maybe over. Like, the party ended. Like, this is as best as good as it got. Now I understand, like, if they make a higher low than 69 cents eventually and pivot, cool. But like, they're not. Like, they haven't pivoted. The oscillator, the RSI looks bad. Like, you're at 38, meaning like 40 threshold for bearish control zone. So 30 is oversold. So there's plenty of downside potential if market participants want to. You're not oversold. So you're below the 200 moving average again. I mean, you're an eternal bear trend, right? Like, this is all this lower highs, lower lows, and the M shape develops and it plays out by the grace of God. But it underperformed, and that's kind of like a characteristic of an eternal bear trend. It's like patterns. If they do develop and they are reliable, they can oftentimes underperform. And this is, I think, underperformance. This was decent performance. It was like moderate performance, man. You got like a 618, 786 retrace. I mean, that's not bad. High to low. Yeah, I mean, that was a 69% retrace. Nice. But yeah, just unfortunate dud. It dudded out before seeing 267, 320. What were you saying? In the wheelhouse? Yep. Sharknado, yeah, just gap filled and breaking supports and bad macro. It's up 1.382 after hours, but I mean, this really is. I mean, is that a hammer or is that just terrible? I just pray for QBTS, man. It's ugly, really ugly, man. Oh, we didn't look at Moderna. That was down, oh my God, right? Like the past 2 days. Or 3 days, whatever you want to say. Let's just say, they reported earnings. It was terrible. And then after today, from the high to the low, 30% losses in 2 days. Yesterday was the worst day in the history of Moderna. And today, follow through. Today, lowest candle close since February 14th. Will you be my Valentine? No one was there. No one. They would not be your Valentine for Moderna. Moderna eaten alone. Singles Awareness Day for Moderna. Below 103. They're just. I mean, below 118. There's really just barely anything, and you're probably. I mean, you do have a valid argument for saying maybe 66. They closed it right at this swing high from May of 2020. I can't be surprised if we get lower. I mean, it's so severely oversold. A squeeze could happen. You're sitting at the lowest RSI since October 2023, which is the absolute bottom of the entire stock market and crypto market. Maybe November was for crypto, but it just shows you how bad things are for Moderna. Yeah, ugly. Free falling. Tom Pettying that A. Where can you find the Discord? I'll give you a link real quick. I'm sorry, I'll post that right now.
Hand him a little crypto check.
Cringe. Days of cringe. Ugh. There's the Discord link. Free to join, of course, right? I mean, you can join the Patreon / Citadel, which is the premium Discord, but that's like you saying, hey man, I appreciate you going live for free, voluntarily, every day for 6.5 years, never monetized. You've never watched an ad watching my streams ever. I play copyright music that ensures that. I've never accepted money from any sponsor in my life. Okay, never promoted anything to y'all ever outside of the good word of the traditional technical analysis. So 100% crowdsourced. So that's like why there's a Patreon / Citadel. You know, if you want to see this thing survive and keep going, man, while everyone runs the, you know, people in this space, they will scam all day like second nature. I am a virgin when it comes to accepting sponsorships. Never done it. I'm saving myself for maybe never. Like maybe if like NVIDIA is like, bro, we're NVIDIA. I might be like, yeah, I really like NVIDIA. Or like Corsair. I might. But like I'm not giving it away. I'm not giving away my purity. Okay. Unable to accept the invite. Maybe it's Can someone make a new Discord link mods? Anyone? Julia might be asleep. I don't know. That's daytime. No, it's nighttime in Australia. What's up, Matthew D? Oh, Matthew D just got another inch taller. Hung out with Matthew D at the Bitcoin conference. My God, man. Dude's so tall. And he hangs out with his tall people, too. Like, I'm just walking around. I feel like tiny. I felt safe, though. I'm like walking around Nashville with Matthew D and his buddy Scott right next to me. I'm like, no one's messing with us. Just kidding. Anyway, he's about to hit 7 foot. Look out! Yeah, Michigan's gonna recruit you, dude. It worked for Mark. See, it was okay. What's up, Pivotix? Hey, if you don't know, Pivotox TA. He said something in the general chat of the Discord. He's like, hey, man, are you going live soon? And the only reason I went live today is because that man right there, he was like, you know, he asked me, you going live? I was like, nah, maybe I'm not going live today. But after that, I'm like, you know what? It's his fault I'm live right now. So you can thank Pivotox. Pivtox. What's up, Tlat Crypto? Likewise. I'm 6 foot, you know, just a average 6 footer. Cap up. All right. Yeah. So it's worse, man. Let's look at Norwegian. Oh my. Right. The G is the low battery smoke detector. I mean, that's so like they're doing it, man. What a channel. But like, look at all this distribution. This high and then these highs are all lower than this high. That's so bad. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, Sean Ryan, whoa. Well, it's like one request, one asset. You pick which one you want of those two, and I'll be happy to. You tip another 20, we'll look at both of them. That's just how it works, man. Right, again, if I was taking sponsorship money and affiliate marketing links and monetizing, hey, man, maybe. But, like, come on. Fair is fair. All right, so NCLH, look how close we are to Doom. Lowest daily candle close since, like, late May, below the 200 moving average again. This is concerning, right? When you have a structure like this, and this is the highest high back in June of 2023, and then 3 freaking highs lower than that high. But the worst part is like, you see these two highs rival each other. Well, guess what? This high is lower than these two highs than this high. So it's like, we have like an ongoing little trend of distribution here, right? Am I crazy? Hit the demand line, maybe we pop here, but it's pretty gross, man. He wants MAGA coin. Yeah, let's get booking. We'll look at MAGA next. So man, they got so close to that measured move to. So like people don't know, there's like a way you measure the move of a failed head and shoulders pattern. You got about what? 75-80% of the way to that measure.
Recently
move.
Invested in day trading education. Will consider Patreon once I get a cushion again.
Thanks, immigrant son. Day trading, man, I don't do it. There are many day traders, professional day traders, that stopped doing it once high frequency trading came out with all the bots, man. Like, I assume that you can do it. I've never really been about that. I'm not in it for like, I like, you know, always, what kind of system could I have where I don't have to be glued to my screen from market open to close every day? You know, where could I have a life or have another, like a career and make money patiently, you know? So, so this is a swing traders / position traders community, not a day trader community. Day trader, you're not able, there's not enough time in a day to get a 3-to-1 reward to risk. You're doing 2-to-1 and you're trading 5-minute, 15-minute patterns and charts, and it's, to me, just not very reliable. So best of luck on your journey. People have done it. Again, like, nothing but love for anyone who's a trader who day trades, who does it successfully. I'm just saying, like, it never was my thing. So thanks, man. But look here, listen, this is bad, right? Like, look what happened actually, okay, on booking today. Like, earnings, high volume, gap down on earnings, not really good. And what was the neckline? It's resistance. It's been rejected as resistance. Isn't that like kind of the worst thing ever? So there could be more downside. We could try to just plot like a minimum, like right 35.20, just that potential support. It's never been support before, so they might potentially test it and hold it, and it becomes support. But yeah, it's not really great. So that was a bad day. Foot Locker was looking good, man. It's still okay. It's still not dead. It was just a bad macro day. Killed it. Down 7%, down another almost 2% after hours, sitting at that 200. And it's like, here's where we are, right? Where you can identify a structure of accumulation, but the most recent discernible event, new data, what is it? Never mind. I don't even know where I put it on my soundboard or my stream deck. Right? It's like, oh.
I've got information, man. New shit has come to light.
Information, man. New S has come to light. And the most recent S to come to light is the failure from buyers for the third effing time to break 2843, which is such a real level. Like, my God, the consequences of breaking that, huge markups. But failure. Even with the accumulation, failure. So that was nice, but now you're starting to not look as good. Like, you can't really feel that great about Foot Locker getting rejected so violently here again. But until they take prices lower than 22.90, you got an argument for upside. You got an argument for accumulation. Just dang, man, things are getting hairy. Josh, we all start somewhere, man. So thank you for investing in yourself. You know, I've learned that apparently I'm an OG in this space, they say, and I've influenced and helped a lot of people. Like, a lot of people do live streams like what I do themselves, and a couple of them have larger followings than me now. So it's like, hey, man, if I was inspiration for them to start their own channels and now they have bigger followings than me, aren't all those people my subs too? Not really, but I don't care either. I'm just happy, right? That, like, all I'm doing is trying to spread a positive message here. Like, if you get through me, like, scolding S coins and calling them scams and all that, you know, sometimes, like, we would used to do chug streams. Outside of that, man, like, it's all positive messaging, trying to be family friendly, right? No cursing. Come on. I mean, so anyone that gets inspired by me, hype in the chat for that, because I know most likely the seed they plant is going to be that same seed of positivity that will bear insanely positive fruits one day. That's all I care about. So what's in these songs? This is a terrible song, dude. I feel like I'm in a 1990s Disney movie or something stupid. Okay. Okay, he wanted MAGA coin. All right. MAGA coin, you said.
Send him a little crypto check.
Yeah, someone just pass me the crypto check, dude. I'd never heard that in my life, crypto check. And it's like Trump said it today, and it's like, what? A crypto check? No boomer I've ever heard say that. And that's like now I will always have this on my soundboard.
Hand him a little crypto check.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
You want MAGA, Point Bridge America first, or do you want Trump US dollar? Because there's MAGA US dollar, but it's Trump US dollar. Sean Ryan, is that one it? You want just MAGA US dollar?
Yo, check out $, on CMC solid consolidation
Enigma, could we be
now,
cool,
ready to
dude?
send soon.
Could we be cool? They're just rules, man. Again, if I was accepting sponsorships and monetizing, you had to watch an ad before this, okay. But just out of respect, quality of stream. Thanks for the 10 super chat. MAGA on Uniswap. Gotcha, dude. Gotcha. Let me spend 10 hours looking. MAGA.
King of the DA. I for
Uniswap.
one always
There it
appreciate
is.
the realness.
That's it. Trump wrapped ether, I guess. Lord Beerus, thank you so much for the 3s, dude. The Tron Connect and the jar. Much love, man. Thanks for being here. And thank you for not, I get it. You came here pushing that one coin and you're still here. And you took all the criticism. I appreciate that. Thank you for sticking around, man. So this is what he wanted, I think. The scam coin, please. Thank you. All right, cool. So I don't like it. I get you're getting near an inflection point. Why I don't like it as much is because these pieces of data, right? Like this and that, and then this, and then this. Like, what is it effing doing? Like, there was like a all-time high, the blow off top. We did it, man. We run the world. You can have fun with all your cryptos June 1st. And then it was over. Now you're below the 200 simple moving average. You're making a lower low than the previous discernible lows. You could say, oh, it's the same. Nah, it's like you're going for the lowest daily candle close on MAGA since May 8th today. We got 3 hours, 36 minutes. So it's getting close, right? There's no structure of accumulation down here I see locally. There's no pattern I see that I'm really getting behind. I think you're going to go test 394 at this point. Look, and I'm showing you because it was like support, right? These, like this time in June and July, you never tested it. And then, so, wow, there might be too much demand. Then they ran the price up. And what happened? Confirmed. Way less market participants than we saw before. Rolled over, you rallied, another lower high. More data signifying less market participants involved with this asset. And then even another one, a lower high. And now you're making technically a lower low here. And so I'm thinking 394 to 321 on deck. And then you would just wait for something positive to occur in the zone at this level. So no action to take. I think there's still more downside. How much more downside? Minimum from where it is right now, 14 all the way down to 30% downside potential. So there's no action to take on this asset right now. It looks terrible right now, short term, midterm. Just doesn't look good. You had a party, and guess what? Parties end. The sun comes up. The hangovers occur, and you are going through a hangover right now. You're in bed. There was a crazy MAGA party ended in the end of or the beginning of June. Okay. It's called Poochie. Enigma. Did you not hear what I said? Remember, it's like $20 minimum request. You tip $10 minimum. So it's like, and Bitcoin price action, Verdi. I mean, let's just play it, dude, right? Don't take my word for it. Take it for someone in Tony Soprano's Mafia, dude.
Very bad, boys. Very bad.
Go over here.
There's bears out here.
That's right. You're sipping Pedialyte in bed right now on maggot wrapped ether based on price action. Other side of the fence, if you will. That was like the last real there it is. Thank you, Enigma. We'll look at Sir Coin. Is this a stock?
Here's another one.
Poochie Coin.
Dollar,
oh
sir.
my god, dude. On CMC, solid consolidation right now. Ready to send soon. Chat. Did you hear? He said it's ready to send soon. Do you think when we look at this chart, do you think it's maybe it is? Maybe. Hey man, we're about to find out, I guess. But he said CMC, like Coin Market Cap, like I can't find it on freaking TradingView, dude, for real. Poochie Coin, no, it's on Uniswap. It's like the same type of. Here's your S coin. Here it is, Sir Poochie Coin. Yes, dude. Chat, we are looking. You are looking live at Poochie Coin. Yeah, so it's doing it. Sorry, that's just my smoke detector. Got to replace the battery.
Ooh, I got a new one. I stumbled across VNDA Bands Farmer. Not really sure what they do, but don't mind the chart on a high fame. Smiley face, thoughtful face, man shrugging.
Well, I could almost, Sharknado, like, I could almost assure you that they don't make money quarterly. And that sucks. Is this the one? Sharknado, we will look though. I mean, right? So I'm gonna say funny, but we're gonna look at it and we're gonna delve deep as we can. All right, Bitcoin. Here we go, chat. Going for the lowest price. There it is. Lowest price since July 15th on Bitcoin. We are rolling over right now. If you're enjoying the coverage, hit the like button to build this up. Hype and chat.
A household name. I just want you to see and benefit from a possible 3-year bullish formation, since I know you value when people bring chart action with some potential.
Yeah, you've been watching since before Lord Beerus was a house. Dude, Lord Beerus, man, he's been around for like billions of years or something, right? Tens of billions of years. Lord Beerus, man, he's a destroyer of our universe. So it's like, yeah, sure, dude. Just kidding, though. Ooh, a lot of flavor. I don't know. Someone told me on one of my most watched streams literally ever about 4 months ago that I should work on my personality. Like it was a woman. She was like, you should, like someone in the chat, you should work on your personality and I think your viewer count would go up. I'm like, yeah, I guess so. Like, yeah, that's it. I just need a confirmation from Enigma that this is the chart he wants. Because there was another one that was wrapped either, but what'd he say? He said, that was cool what he did. He, earlier, he like quoted his own super chat, which was really easy for me to reference.
Could see you today. She would be the most proudest of the proud of all time.
Maxine, yeah.
Since we started out on Bitcoin.
Yeah, dude. I can't wait to buy some more Bitcoin. What'd he say? What'd he say? Cassius Clay. DeMills, the 5-0 target was 61,750. 50% retrace. But we got to see positive price action there. Okay. Can't just blow through it. He's not saying anything now. He was happy. Let me just to show you. We'll look at the other one too. Like it's this one or that one. Poochie on this one or so yeah, same thing. There's no more data. So this is as good as it gets. We'll go to like the 60-minute so we can have some more candles. There is accumulation, subtle accumulation ongoing on this asset. Like that's a reality. How about that? Oops. We do have accumulation. I mean, again, this is an insignificant time scale. So we could plot a demand line here and you could see it so well. Oh my goodness. Right? Yeah. I mean, more than before. I'll give them that. This little 60-minute 200, they're above it. So I'll tell you, the line in the sand is 2176 somethings. Wrapped ways. If you break that 2176, 3240 is the level. That's the target. So all I can do is show you, yes, kind of there are people accumulating Poochie coin right now in the 60-minute, and that's just because higher lows, but not necessarily higher highs, right? You're still like, it's like a sell wall. It's a sell wall and higher lows. So better than Pundy coin, better than all the other cryptos. No other cryptos doing this really locally 60 minute, I don't think. So congratulations to Sir Poochie coin. Man, I did all I could, man. That's as good as it's getting, man, right? For Poochie. VNDA, that's the dyslexic NVIDIA. Vanda Pharmaceuticals, right? Pharmaceuticals. Yikes. Okay, eternal bear trend. Hey, I was right. They never make money, ever. Like, ever. So let's go to the weekly, since I've never been here. It looks like an S coin, man. It looks like XRP. Eternally garbage. You can see the two major levels here, right? I'll give you one more. And then another one up here. They're all the major levels, right? You are in the dead middle of two major levels, right? It's either $3 or $7.30. You're at $5.40. Nothing to do. No confirmation lows here. No structures that I can identify that make any sense. Fib extension. Do we have a 1272? No. The 1272 is confluent with the $3 level. That from this low to high. 1272. You never even hit it. $3. You would wait for $3 here. You just wait and see what happens. Wait for something, right? You want to see, okay, maybe they do this. Okay, I can maybe even get behind that. But like, you just have the lowest low you've seen in years. We're not talking like, a few years, dude. We're talking lowest level since 2012. I don't see anything that would make me want to go long on. There's nothing about there. Is there a composite operator on this chart with an ongoing buying campaign? Literally no. God, no. So no composite, man. No signature from him. No confirmation lows. You just came off this little rally that's been ongoing of 2024, and that's like this whole year, dude, right there. Nothing. Can't get behind it. I'm sorry. Vanda Pharmaceuticals.
I
should go do another trial.
The
it's
one at
kind of terrible on the daily too.
Thanks, Mitch. Thank you for your hard work. It's appreciated.
What's up, Bellew? Pepe Coin was, I haven't looked at it in a while, but it was better than most. But yeah, I think it started rolling over. There's nothing here. The most recent discernible event on the daily. You know what it is, right? Most recent discernible event on the daily is a confirmation high that is lower than the previous high. One high, the second high. That lower high represents subtle levels of distribution. They haven't done that since this rally began. This is a new variable. This is something like, wait, man, same high. Or here's a low. Here's a high. Here's a higher low. Here's a higher high. Here's a higher low than this low. Here's a higher high than this high. Higher low, higher high. Higher low, same high. Higher low, same high. Higher low, highest high. Higher low, lower high. What? Yeah, that's not a good sign at all. Like, there is no longer more than before on this asset. So, Sharknado. High time frame, daily, weekly, gross, 50 shades of gross. Sorry, man. Pepe Coin, yeah. Pepe Coin. Let's look at the CoinEx, right? I think CoinEx. Yeah, very bad, boys. This is over. Pepe is done. Pepe is done, chat. Okay? Pepe is done. It's over. This is what it looks like when it's over. Okay? It is concluded with confirmation. Because the most recent discernible events. Market participants didn't really know this first time. You know, the bounce off it, I don't know. Then the lower low comes in. Whoa, violated the level. Then they rallied it again. And then it's not really just the fact that it's a lower high. It's the fact that I'll show you on the 4 hour exactly what it is. And you're going to be like, oh my God, that's terrible. It's a bearish bat. Look at this. If I gave a crap about Pepe more enough, we'd be talking about it. Look, it's beautiful. Literally beautiful. Bearish harmonic and bearish trend. Look at the performance. It's wonderful performance. And now you're cracking the inflection point. So much downside. Targets 77593. Whatever. Down here. That's your target. Aggressive targets for harmonic, just the A and C point. So buckle up. Get ready. Get ready, dude. Way lower prices on Pepe incoming. These 886s are not to be trifled with, not to be ignored. Like, that's subtle distribution because they don't want you to know that they're offloading their position. But for us in here, the 886 is everything almost. It's like so powerful that you don't ignore it ever. You look for it. But to 99.9% of the market, or 90% of the market at least, right? They don't realize or recognize what an 886 retrace represents, okay? So they're still able to offload their position with decent gains, but there's that market participant that was here getting rid of the rest. He doesn't want to scare the noobs, the Zoomers, okay? All the Zoomers, their life savings in this because it's Pepe coin, because Pepe is going to change the world, right? It's been running so high. But the party ended May 27th. It was over. And no one really knew at the time, but now we kind of know. We really have evidence that the party's over. There's no one else is accumulating this asset anymore. They're only offloading it. But you will see in time. Have your alert set up on Pepe coin when we see the lowest level in a month plus. Just have the alert set up below the lows. Get ready. Sorry, Baloo too. I mean, Pepe was cool, man. It was cool. Brain freeze, let's go, dude. Let's go. I haven't chat for brain freeze. Well, not literally brain freeze, just the guy's name's brain freeze, so. Baloo, you're saying this is not the right one? This is the one we've always been looking at. What the heck? Let me guess, is this one different? Mix. Same picture, same asset, same everything. Literally what I said exists here too. So there's no difference at all. Subtle distribution. You're looking for a lower low. You're looking for a 200-day moving average test. The party has ended and it's confirmed now. Confirmed distribution. Trend reversing. Unless a miracle comes in, underperformance, they pivot it and then we recapture 9962, whatever. You pivot it, put it in a higher low, then we'll talk. Macro conditions recover, maybe we can talk. But maybe we put in a dragon. But for now, like I would not own this. And I don't think anyone seriously that has a lot of Pepe owns it anymore. Or if they do, they are offloading it quietly, as to not create panic, because they don't. As they are offloading quietly, they have so much they don't want to freak out the Zoomers, so they just start market selling. And then it's like, dang, man, they're still trying to get rid. They've still been trying to offload some of their position at the highest price they can. Oh my God, he wants Pepe coin. So there's a difference between Pepe coin and Pepe. God, this market. This is why this market's awful. Okay, dude. This is why this market's a scam. This is why I'm gonna talk complete and utter trash about crypto forever. Like, hey man, we might have a good setup with a harmonic, 886s, double bottoms, bullish divergence. We can talk about it for swing trade all day, but that thing that we're identifying, that great setup, it's a scam. Crypto's a scam. Bitcoin's cool. Ethereum's all right. Solana, whatever. But 99% of crypto is a freaking loser scam that will not help the future, is only hurting the future. Taking money from unsuspecting scrubs. Okay, so I guess we'll look at Pepe coin, not Pepe. I always thought Pepe was Pepe coin. Oh, there it is. It's terrible too. It's also bad. Yeah, they're they're propping up. There is, God, why is it doing that? I swear when I do that. Okay, so someone will be like, yeah, it's a shark pattern with a type 2 return. Okay, sure. But it's Pepe coin. And look what this price action is doing today. You are down from the highs. This is just bearish price action. You're down 18% from the highs of the day. No demand. Yeah, you bounced yesterday, but I'm just waiting for this to collapse. Yeah, because once 210 breaks 130, so that means like you're staring into the abyss. Like once the See, I think they're absorbing the demand that exists. There's some demand here. It's an old all-time high from March 13th. It's been support once, twice, thrice. And look what happened on the second test. Lower high than the previous high, previous high, previous high, previous highs. They're absorbing demand. And when the demand is completely absorbed on Pepe coin, I think we get a huge markdown, a 37% drawdown to the next level at 130. So if you want to own this, if you want to try to identify the harmonic framework, which is here, it's here. Go for it. But I'm just looking at Bitcoin doing the most bearish trash locally that you could ever see, and it's been doing bearish stuff, right? Come on. If Bitcoin's going to 60,800 or 58, there is no way in any universe that Pepe is holding 210 and is going to bounce and run. It's down 4.64%. And we should all have our alerts set up below 205, $2. Once you hear that beep, you know collapse is imminent. It is coming. I wouldn't long this, man. Other side of the fence. I get it. Someone could enter now, stop loss at 198, but it's so illiquid. I bet you if you had a stop loss at 198 and the price fell to it, you may not even get filled, and you're just stuck and you have a running stop. That's what they're called when there's just not enough. No one's buying what you have up post bid, right? You're posting an ask at 198, but there could be no one there to buy that for you. Therefore, your stop loss doesn't trigger, and then you're just underwater 37% when it gets to 130. So have fun. 103,000 volume, 60,000 volume, 30-day average. We're looking for a million volume minimum. And this is, no. Like, have fun, man. If you want to do the harmonic, go for it. But you better not own it below 205, $2. Unless you just want to lose 37% of your value on your position. There it is. Wow, man. So we looked at Pepe. We looked at Pepe coin. They're kind of in the same situation. Like, kind of looking really kind of
Lord Ray,
bad.
Can we take a look at smoking chicken fish? God bless you.
Smoking chicken fish. Smoking chicken. Is there another ticker for that, dude? Thank you, Anonymous, for the 20. I mean, I'm down to look at a request. I mean, like, if you were serious, you just had to tell me what you really want to look at, because that's not on TradingView. Breeze, we got more than 18,000 Jordan Belforts. Time for a drink. Yeah, I finished my coffee. I do want to get a Pellegrino. Thirsty. Yeah, looking at S coins makes my throat dry. You know, makes me thirsty, makes me hungry for chickens. I guess in the interim, we could look at some more tech stocks getting obliterated. Look at Applied Materials. Good God, man. Applied Materials from its high down 29% in 22 days.
Crypto check.
Yes, I would take crypto check all day over Applied Materials in the past 22 days. 30% drawdown. And it's like a crypto. It's like an altcoin. Lowest daily candle close since February 13th. Shopify murdered. Yep. Yesterday was, if you did like it at all. You were out, you didn't care, you were done. And look what this is what it's all about. When inflection points are violated, broken, that it becomes, you have to think about, like, if you were going to trade an ice line confirmation low, if the level's violated, all of a sudden you have this really good argument to just not own the asset. Like the day before, you had an argument to maybe own it, but if it falls below, there's now an argument to not own. So on the way to 5130, we discussed this yesterday. That was, 2 days ago, yesterday, that bad price action, that kills it. Okay, so GPS starting to look weird. Yeah, there's still an uptrend, higher high, higher low. You're right. I mean, it's still uptrending, and it all started with the framework, right? It started with what Nike had, what Starbucks had, GPS had it too. This is the one that played out. Under Armour, same thing. It didn't play out though. So Shake Shack, my burgers, dudes, my burgers. Good earnings, just bad macro. So it's still up. Made a lower high though. Previous highs. I wonder if that'll turn into anything. But hey, remember the M shape? This was real too. And we can go back to these. A lot of these are not hindsight patterns. These were identified when they were developing, and we just leave them there. And there's evidence in the Discord that they were identified before they moved. So yeah, there's just a trend reversing run, and you're still in an uptrend. Just getting kind of weird times for the market right now, with that VIX 60% spike today. Crazy. Netgear, they were going to gear the nets, and then they did on earnings. And then possibly one of the most, this is like possibly a life-ending shooting star. If this hit Earth, it's over, dude. Life's over. That's like, wow. Shooting star for the ages with follow through today. That's scary. Like, I don't know if I'd want to own an asset with a shooting star like that with the follow through today. I mean, just think about people, because there have to be people. Like, this can't sell off unless there are people buying here. Because people have to sell. I mean, this asset in 2 days from its peak, it's down 18.6%. It's a good way to lose your money real fast, just FOMOing into number going up. Yikes, dude. Still kind of looks like bottoming base. I mean, the thing about it is, like, these two lows here, it could go to $13, pivot and make the highest low and be fine. But check on Tilray. Remember, it had the structure, played out on news, dumped, it's sideways. Nothing to do here, man. Yeah, Coca-Cola's good. Dude, I'll tell you one thing. If we talk about harmonic framework, how about McDonald's? Dude, freaking let's go on McDonald's, dude. This is a dream, man. It's like, it was there. It was there. Highest daily candle close on McDonald's since April. Breached the 200 simple moving average for the first time since March. Let's freaking go. The long-term uptrend, the higher low, then the 886, the M-shape completes after beautiful head and shoulders pattern with double top. You got to love it, man. You got to love it. Oh, we got to look at the TLT. Oh, my God. I'm all over the place. I don't really care. TLT, dude. You can't say that it wasn't here. This was here. Dude, you were pinged. If you were in the Patreon/Citadel, you were alerted to what was going on. So it was like one could have bought bonds because this was implying that the yield was about to collapse. There it is. TLT, textbook 3 rising valleys with hidden bullish divergence on the MACD histogram. That was the labeling of it when you were pinged. And I'll just show you what it looked like. It doesn't always play out like this, but my God, this time it did. That's what I'm saying. It's all about probabilities, man. Probabilities. Someone was accumulating. TLT. And look, I mean, and it's happening. A spring back test of spring. And then on a spring back test, you then show the accumulation structure. That's what this stuff's about. That's what TA Respect's about. That's where it's like constructing an ungodly argument for upside on anything. Doesn't matter. TLT, I don't know TLT, whatever, bonds. But like, dang, man, like, This is a level of all levels from history. If you go back and you can see it, they recaptured and re-regarded it as support, and then you show the accumulation pattern, and then it's just like highest daily candle close confirmed since January 4th of this year, 98.28. Brilliant, man. Freaking brilliant. Do you see how real this level is, dude? It's just, they're doing that. That's what we talk about. Positive price action at key inflection points. And then you get an edge. Think about the third valley in the situation. So much demand from market participants that the sellers could not retest that level of all levels that we just looked at. Too much demand. So it's a sign of strength. TLT Kang, Scoop Steve, that's right. He's right. Where did chat? Chat, you'll just die. Is that it? Friday? Should I end the stream? I guess I should. Kind of in a decent mood, man, today. Been good. Dang, man. Got some new Discord members in the Discord. Join it if you haven't. Again, if you're just looking to... If you are intrigued by the language I'm using here and you want to learn more about it, it's a language that I did not make up. I had nothing to do with anything I'm talking about. This is research done by geniuses. I'm not a genius, but I will be the conduit between the geniuses and you if you want, if you like my style. That's all I'm trying to do. Because they don't have streams. Some of them are dead, right? All they have are books. They're boomers, Gen Xers. So I'm taking the boomers and the greatest generation analysts, and I'm trying to teach them to y'all. Yeah, extended stream. We've been live now about 2 hours. If you're enjoying it, like button, bell, sub. Thank you for being here. Thanks for the half the jar filled up. Thank y'all. Rodrigo, dude, you better be careful, man. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I would not do that. Acting like we can see right through you, Rodrigo. You're fooling 0 people in this chat. Don't do it. You're not the first to do what you're doing, and you certainly won't be the last. Let's just, maybe you don't have to be banned, okay? You're getting a Dell, chat. You're getting destroyed. Lowest daily candle close since that insane February earnings report with the gap, the breakaway gap. The party concluded with the lower high, the failure to fill this gap up here, another lower high, just rolling over, man. Below the 200-day simple moving average for the first effing time since April 10th of 2023. That has happened today. US dollar tether dominance. I don't know. I haven't looked at that in a while. Let's go to it, I guess. Whatever. I gotta get a water, man. I'm thirsty. It's F. Finally off today. Oh my God. US dollar. This is a trade setup, chat. This is the worst thing I could. Oh my God. I'm so sad I'm here. Okay. Crypto's effed. Crypto's done. Chat. This chart is implying that crypto is literally over. My God. I wouldn't own any crypto with this. Nope. It's up 5% today, but risk management purposes, this is the easiest trade setup you could ever dream of. That easy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. We're done, dude. Crypto's done. For a while anyway. US tether dollar dominance. You just look at it like that. 3 targets, I guess. That's the worst thing I've ever seen. Oh my God, it's the most beautiful bullish structure. The price action correlation to the key ice line support resistance from history from 2020. It's being perfectly back tested. You have hidden bullish divergence on the oscillators. You're back above the 200 something moving average. We probably have a golden cross if we don't already have one. You got a golden cross, dude. This is like the worst thing I've ever seen because I know what this implies. And it's like this first valley was a beautiful bullish back test of this demand line that goes back to like 2018. We're effed. This is the most telling thing I've seen. Oh my God. I have to post this as a setup because this is how I would, if Bitcoin looked like this, I would be posting a trade setup. If Nvidia or Google or gold or anything else looked like this, I'd be posting a trade setup. So why would I not post it here? Oh my God. I wish I was here earlier because I'd be saying this now. Now I'm like, so what do we got? We got a trend analysis. We got chart patterns. We got technical indicators all day. Wow. I kind of want to vomit. Anyone else want to vomit now? G-Dog, you see this? Why didn't you say anything if you saw this?
Check out $MSI on ETH.
3 rising valleys with positive price action correlation on the third valley with hidden bullish divergence trading above the major moving averages on the daily. This is like a godly trade setup. Like your probability is so high for up next, not down. I want to cry. Yeah. I want to cry, chat. Anyone else who's invested in themselves and they understand the language, do you see why I want to throw up? Altcoin Jim, what's up, dude? That's not how it works, but thanks for the $5 super chat. But I'll send you to the Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good, but can also do Shill S coins good. I'll put you in that school. Thank you for the 5. Dude, it's the most...
Very bad, boys. Very bad.
I mean, this is the most... 3 rising valleys. Oh my God, it's so nice. I just can't stop looking at it. Why are they doing this? I'm gonna get a water. I don't know how long I'll be live. I mean, I might come back and just end the stream. I'm getting a water. I'll be right back. Hold on. You know what this reminds me of? Straight up. We looked at it just recently. It looks like the TLT. G-Dog, chat, anyone else? This is the TLT. And you saw what the TLT did after this structure developed. At what levels? Oh, key levels from history. Oh my God, dude. This is the key to the city here. Thunderstorm going on. Probably can't hear it, but it just thundered. What's up, Henry, man? Thank you, dude, for the kind words. Riots in Liverpool. I was in Liverpool. Went down there with the Merseyside Derby. I swear on it, alright? So anyway, we continue looking at assets. Or I could end the stream. Should I end the stream? Keep going. It's Friday, man. It was an early stream. The weekend's here. The stock market's closed. Got all the reason to end it. Here it is. USDT. Dude, what's the difference? What's the real... Well, there's not much of a difference between the US dollar tethered dominance and the TLFing-T. It's the same effing picture. AMC reported earnings. Oh yeah, let's. How did it do? In before it's. It was down 3.5% today, and it's up 0.4% after all. So nothing really happened. Okay, no movement. Bobbert, it was implied. Some treasury bonds. Yeah, I don't even know if gold's good. Gold is either, it could be confirming a top right here, trading range, or it's getting ready to run higher. Oh, man. Well, you could just see how garbage AMC is now. Like, okay, maybe they're holding it up. And now it's like lower high than previous high. 200 moving average just being rejected. Look at this engulfing candle in the follow through today. It's like, send it lower, man. Send this trash to the abyss. Send it back to 430. And just send it back right there. If they don't hold that, then send it on down to 364 and wherever. Who cares? What a loser, man. Yep. Nothing positive to say about AMC. What's up, Bino? Thanks, man. Starscream better start leaping. I don't know, man. The leap's been bad. Yeah, dude. Let's check on Disney. But Disney. Dude, you want to know how bad this is? The worst thing that ever happened. That right there. Such a lack of demand from buyers that they failed to even regard 96.20. It's a key level from history many times. They failed to test it before rolling over like this, and you just closed below $90, which is a very real level. Look at this, $90 to $91. How many reversals have you had? And you just broke it again with a close. So unless a miracle happens next week like we saw in January, you buckle up and get ready for extremely lower prices on Disney, and it would be so warranted. We want this crap to collapse, man. These people indoctrinate children with a political ideology. This is what happens. So people think about like religion too much as religion, more so than like a framework for morality, okay? Think about Judeo-Christian principles being rooted out of American society when it was founded on that. And to say it's not, you're ignorant, you're stupid. Okay, so when you take Judeo-Christian principles out of every facet of society, it's not like it stays secular, okay? There's a vacuum. And just like crime, something's going to fill that vacuum. So they took out Judeo-Christian principles and they put in this woke, crazy, post-modern, neo-Marxist, communist ideology. And a lot of it has to do, part of the goal is to indoctrinate children, drive a wedge between the family, confuse children at a very young age, and that's how the state assumes control of your child. And the biggest obstacle to communism and state power is the nuclear family. So Disney is a huge proponent of destroying that. They are a part of it. They're a zombie. Okay. That's the point. Complete demoralization of multiple generations. That is why we're in this situation. But this all stems from the USSR, the KGB. It's where they put their budget, their money, man. Infiltrate Western education systems and push this crap. Oppressor oppressed. But now it's they put a different spin on it, right? Oh, we'll like tailor the oppressor oppressed in America with, you know, whatever. No, going too far into it, but I don't like whatever. This is all real. Yeah, that's right. Yuri Bezmenov did warn us for sure. I mean, all we can hope for on the US dollar tether is that it just fails. That's all we can just hope that it just craps out and gets violated, falls back below that level. But they just confirmed the old resistance is support again on the third valley. There's like someone accumulating US dollar tether. There just is. I can't help that they're doing that. Anyway, didn't even get enough reaction from that rant on where we are. So I guess that's my cue to conclude the stream. Yeah, 2-hour stream, man. Dang, Crypto AG, let's freaking go, man. Leroy Jenkins.
Super chatted $49.99. Please check us out again. Sir, the coin called Poochie on ETH.
Dang, man, you're late.
The breakout has begun.
We already looked at Poochie
this dev
coin.
is experienced and there are a lot more to come. Liquidity is locked and exchange listings already
Chat,
confirmed.
don't do it, man. Don't
Grab
listen.
a bag ASAP.
He's shilling. I mean, I appreciate the $50, man, but Poochie coin's a scam like everything else, chat. Everything. Poochie coin is scam like literally everything else. Everything. Scam. Poochie coin scam. Locked up money, blah, 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 lie, 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 lie. Like all other devs. Thank you for the money, though. I appreciate it. But this is the last place you want to be contributing to shill your S coin because the opposite's going to happen. I'm going to tell my audience to not do what you're saying. I'm sorry, man. This just the no shill zone here, dude. 6.5 years been doing this, man. It's nothing new. You're not the first to do what you just did, and you certainly won't be the last. But how sad is that, chat? This is how bad the times are, right? That someone shilling an S coin is the top Jesus of stream, right? The highest single contribution to this stream today was someone shilling a scam to try to ruin you, for you to be exit liquidity for them. They're the highest contributor. Nice. Evil prevails. It does. Bad prevails. Good sucks, apparently. It is consolidating nicely, technically, but it's a scam. Boom, Immigrant Son coming in and saving the friggin' stream, man. Let's friggin' go! Thanks, dude. Really appreciate that. Yeah, it's like the palate has been cleansed. With that, much love, man. Yeah, Hoochie Coin is Hoochie Coin's one of my favorite genders. I know, to think I wasn't even gonna stream today. My God. All right, well, we still got Bitcoin on the action screen. We're staring at it. We're looking at it. Just made its lowest price since mid-July. Breaking that 200. Bearishly back testing the levels. Formally. It's not good, man. How'd Walmart do? Walmart's down today, but I figured it'd be okay, right? I mean, it is kind of okay. It's just like elevated, big old, almost engulfed, but maybe it's short-term top here for Walmart after what a magnificent run, man. Just a dream. I wouldn't be touching it now, though. Bull flag, 100% measure move for sure. 71.70 or 71.33 all-time highs. Crazy, man. We looked at Tilray already. You're crazy, dude. We actually looked at that.
Very bad, boys. Very bad.
Look at that XLY earlier. Oh, they held it. 175. They held the 200. Oh my God. Here's technology.
Technology.
A test of the 200 simple moving average, the XLK, for the first time since January of 2023. My God, it's been a long time. What, a year and a half? Really? 18 months, man. You touched it, the bids came in, you closed up, but exceeded the 1.618 too, just the major one. No supports here, you know. 212 is what you could say is something. See what they could do after breaking it and a gap down, maybe Monday, Tuesday, we get a little squeeze up to test that level. And if there's just no demand, not enough, you start rolling over again. All right, but there's an unfilled gap. That's not a breakaway gap. That's an everyday gap. It will probably fill. It'll fill, and you'll probably at the same time, same day, same couple days, get a test of that level as resistance. So, yeah, you think short-term rally could occur off of this? We oversold? Not even. Oh my God, it's so bad. Look where the freaking XLK technology sector, the S&P 500, is at 34. Bearish control zone, but not even close to oversold. That's just gross, man. PEJ, this is the leisure entertainment sector. It's not part of the classic 11. It's just whatever.
Can you take a look at Quilibrium? Ticker is Quill. Appreciate everything you do.
Warren Baum, thank you for the 20, dude. Quilibrium. W Quill. We can. Thank you, Warren, for the 20, man. This is a good set, man. Good music. So with the entertainment leisure ETF, tested the 200 simple moving average for the first time since January, beginning of the year, after kind of confirming a top here. Trend's still okay. I think you're kind of okay until you fall below 42.23, because you know what happens below 42.23. It's almost certain, based on historical price action, that you go to 40 bucks, 39.76. 39.26, right? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I mean, that's it. So that's the big level. If you have an alert set up on PEJ below that, hear that beep, time to get wrecked. XLE, the energy sector, down 2.58%. Oh, that's oh my God, that's like the worst thing that could ever happen, man. No, it's over again, just like it was over in October. It's over. XLE is done, dude. If you own XLE, you're out. Like, I mean, I just, no, dude, you don't do this. You can't do this. You cannot. $91 to $93. It's not a joke. It's not even a local level from 2022. This is a level that goes back to 2008. An inflection reversal point. The fact that they just rejected this level, they upthrusted through it, then they, right, an upthrust is a breakout but failure to break out, and they recapture the level where they fall back below it. Now they have confirmed its validity. They reconfirmed its validity as resistance. So if we flipped this chart over, this will be one of the most bullish things you could ever dream of. This is where it's like time to go long. Time to go long on XLE on spring back test. Spring back test of spring of key level. You do not ignore this. You take action on... Oh, well, chat. Well. Guess what alert just went off? XLE screwed. But you know what else is screwed? Pepe. collapsing in real time. Could you believe that?
Look here. Look, listen. Hype in the chat.
Jesus chimes for utter collapse of Pepe. Down about 7% since we looked at this last and discussed its imminent demise. The party's over, dude. Party over on Pepe and Pepe coin probably too. How's no one hype about this? There goes Bitcoin. Chat, we got a meltdown unfolding before our very eyes. No collapse, man. That's just double bottom. You'll see. You're gonna learn Chinese soon enough, man. You're not paying attention. The party happened. The party's over. The composite man is offloaded. He has offloaded his position quietly just because he knows you don't really get it.
Hands. BTC
You'll
potential
see.
bottom if USDC plays out.
Bitcoin potential bottom if US dollar. Oh God, dude, I don't even want to think about it. You know, I want to get through the weekend and go to the beach and just relax before thinking about where the F Bitcoin's going to be at if the US dollar tether dominance actually plays out. Oh my God, we're so F, like 48K maybe, you know, 52K. These are bad questions, Henry. Don't put me in that situation, but I guess we'll go to Bitcoin and look at it. But I just wanted to, we'll have another alert set up so if we're really playing out and getting decimated, we can get super excited, man. Let's hear another beep on Pepe coin. Okay, oh, that must be new. Oh my God, of course it is, right? No, that was not new. I don't know where that came from. Pepe fart eyes, is that what it's called? Yeah, that was actually a really appropriate whatever you call that. Tangia emoji of Pepe or something. Party's over, dude. Look at the oscillators. Incredible. Hidden bearish divergence manifests into negative momentum building. RSI in the bearish control zone, but not oversold. This is, look at you. 37. Perfect conditions for a mega meltdown. Remember, oversold's 30, and you're at 37. Lots of downside potential. Yeah, okay. I don't know what to tell you if you still own Pepe at this point after that analysis. Okay, Equilibrium. Crypto AG, remember, we did look at Poochie already, so... I guess just for the sake of, like, you know, being honorable, I'll look at it one more time just to show exactly what we did last time. Okay, on the 60-minute. Where I did say, like, there is accumulation. It's just evident. They're just higher lows. And there could be, and this is, take it with a grain of, like, an entire bottle or shaker of salt, that there's a sign of strength, right? A demand line, an original demand line that's been tested 4 times. The sellers are now unable to test that demand line most recently, yesterday and now today, more than before. So, I mean, again, if this was Nvidia, Google, Amazon, gold, it doesn't matter. It's price action, dude. It's universal stuff. So I'm just identifying the price action as it stands now, up against the sell wall at 1927. If that breaks, 2176. If it breaks, 3240, and that's it, right? So again, he just tipped 50. He was shilling his coin, but I'm just looking at the technicals on it, and that's it. Me also kind of like being honorable, all right? Okay. So the question was, what's the Bitcoin's potential bottom if the US dollar coin plays out? You mean like US dollar tether dominance, right, Henry? Is that what you mean? I think that's what he means. I just don't know. Bitcoin melting down. Currently within a few dollars of the lowest lows. Okay.
A tale of two sharks, chat. A tale. We are dollars away. 61,750 would be a 50% retrace from the low point of the structure to the high point. So we are, again, less than $100 away from that. We are dollars away from the 200 simple moving average. About $1,000 away from that local 60,800 support, right? So we got some levels upon us. It's the weekend, man. Wall Street, right? They were selling all day yesterday, closed. It got pushed up, and Wall Street sold it off all day. And Wall Street, who's selling now? Is it still Wall Street or is it Asia waking up? They're selling on a Saturday. What? Daniel Park, you could have just tipped me, man. You know, putting 10K into altcoins spread out. You're just, I mean, you're kind of asking to lose a lot of money based on US dollar tether dominance, man. Like, I've gone out, like, been to Vegas or other places, other casinos with some viewers and some well-off viewers, and they go to the high limit table and I just watch. I don't do that because I know the math, and I watch them lose tens of thousands of dollars, like doing blackjack. And I'm like, dude, you could have just tipped my stream. You know, why lose all that? You know, just what? I don't know. It's just gambling, man. It doesn't matter. It's like, okay, that's kind of like putting 2K into across all the altcoins spread out. It's almost like you're going to the high limit table, blackjack table, and it's like you keep playing the numbers game this way, you're going to lose it all. It's going to be gone. So if you want an aggressive target for a bear shark, I mean, I think you'll get a reaction at some point. One of these levels will hold. You'll get a pivot, but when you do get a pivot, you'll be like waiting for maybe something like that, you know, for a lower high. If things really are going bearish, you know. Very bad, boys. This is nasty. I'm kind of just like, Bitcoin's destruction on a Friday evening is kind of keeping me here. I mean, y'all been kind of active in chat too, so y'all been fun to talk to, but this right here, man, it's kind of keeping it going. Live price action coverage. Kind of has like once and twice too, right there. So like kind of the highlight of this entire stream, if you're just tuning in, whatever, is this. This is the highlight of this stream. The most concerning thing I've seen. Okay, this freaks me out. Technically speaking, when it comes to owning crypto at all. Like, this implies you owning crypto. If this plays out, right, I think there's a higher probability of this playing out than not, because that's what these structures are for. If this plays out and you own crypto, you're about to lose a crap load of money. Like, you're about to get destroyed. I'm sorry to say. Like, that's the only way to interpret this chart. Long-term uptrend, and then level from history violated, then recaptured, violated again, recaptured, because they're just building the structure of accumulation, and then on the third valley, the maturation of the structure happens to be a perfect bullish back test of the candle close back from 2020. And now a golden cross has just happened. You're trading above the 20 and the 50 moving average. Wide open spaces, man. I mean, 5.48%, sure. One time in history has that really been regarded as resistance. They break that, man, you're going to 7% plus market cap dominance, and that means crypto's dead, destroyed, underwater even more than it is now, which is kind of hard to believe on most altcoins, right? This is a huge warning. This is a canary in the coal mine. It's Jeffrey Yoon. Wolf Tank. Sorry, Mia. Yeah, it's a corn miner. We know that. It's a green corn miner, by the way. In your reentry, I mean, it's kind of like, remember, Jeffrey, think about like trade setups as tornadoes, right? Like, okay, we got the models are showing like there's going to be a tornado, like, you know, in this region, possibly the high probability. All right, you go out and you go, oh my God, it ended up being a beautiful photogenic tornado. And we read all the variables. It made sense. It seemed like it was probable, and it happened. And the tornado touched down. It wreaked havoc across the land for an hour, and then it ended, and then it was over. And then the atmosphere was stabilized, and that's probably the least probable place where a tornado is going to be in the next, you know, week. That's kind of like Wolf. It happened, played out. Everything's good. It's done. Like, it's too elevated now. No classic accumulation structure now. How do you do that after such a, it over tripled in value, you know? I mean, Japanese tornado that tracks the markers. Is this a joke, dude? Wait, say that again. Japanese tornado market, huh? Oh. Japanese tornado that tracks the markets. I don't think there are many tornadoes that happen in Japan. Bitcoin, though, chat, right now as I'm speaking to you, session lows. Lowest lows seen currently since July 14th. We are melting down on a Friday evening, $61,662. Bitcoin is down 5.55%. Repeating, of course. Certainly Leroy Jenkinsing to the downside. So your target 60,800. You've fallen you are now falling below that potential pattern completion zone, right? I mean, of the 5-0. So there was nothing really there backing it up. Backing up that 61,750. Like, you know, you want confluence. You always want, like, hey man, if a harmonic's gonna complete at an 886, you want that harmonic to complete at a key ice line too. TA respect, that's all we can say, man. That's what it's doing. You can't say anything about what's happened is surprising, right? How can you say that any of this is surprising? I mean, we were even literally, you can go back to the live streams before the conference, and we plotted out the shark pattern before the retrace had even gotten there. And it's like, if you want an 886, it's literally this level. And I remember Batson making a joke about 69.9. I'm like, yeah, 69.9. I'm like, not, or whatever. It was like 69.6 or something. He made a joke about 69. It's like, yeah, man, that's it. And now, literally, they ran it up and 70K on to the cent, and it was over. We never saw this price again. And now we're from $70,000. We're at 61,661 right now, and looks like we'll be at 60,800 soon enough. Wow. Hype in the chat for US dollar tether dominance. Classic accumulation structure with the third valley showing hidden bullish divergence and formally back testing a key inflection point. It's just, it's the, if I could just lever long USDT.D, I would do it, right? If you could just literally be, you trading this, you being long this equals you not owning crypto. That's the equivalence. So it's like, that's the way you get exposure to this, by not owning crypto. God. We're screwed, chat. It's okay. We've been here before. We've been screwed before. But at least it wasn't like random. At least it was very, very clean. The W pattern. The third peak on the weekly. Dow Jones and Transportation Fund. Let's look at that real quick as we watch Bitcoin continue to melt down with the altcoins. 61,599. We just cracked it. This looks terrible too. Like, how, this is so bad, right? Because you have, like, here's the high, here's the lower high, here's the same high, here are these two lower highs, and it's like confirmed here recently, and it's like, why not 14K next? Probably will. You're right at the 200, man. it just doesn't look that great, you know. We got to go back to crypto. The stock market's closed. We got stuff going on. Let's go take a look like Ethereum. Let's check out these big boys. Meltdown with the corn. Creamed corn. Yep, that's nasty, dude. Super nasty. Cracking 3K. 2,900 on deck. Falling below the supply line. Dude, you're kind of effed right now. This is effed. It is dumping. Bitcoin 61,280 and falling, down 6%, down nearly $4,000. Altcoins are getting absolutely nuked right now. Band down 13%, Raven down 10%, INJ down 10%, Sol down 10% off of that shooting star reversal. Hype in the chat. All I can do is go live and discuss it and then start talking about the different colors of different comets. This one was iron laden, and here we are trading at the same price we were trading at July 15th. Not as bad as others. Better than Ethereum. BNB melting down. Lowest price since July 15th. You don't, if you're a swing trader, you wait for 500, and then even when it hits 500, you have to wait for positive price action there. Maybe for a chance, but there's nothing to do. You just wait. And it's kind of weak, man. It's wait, wow, there was such a lack of demand. The market participants couldn't test 621. So that's a sign of weakness right here, right? And then like kind of, if you go the 4 hour, you can see even more weakness. A little lower high right there locally. Rob, yeah, the shooting star, undefeated. Elliot, all your wealth is in meme coins and Hex. The only thing I can ask is, have you learned a lesson yet? Or are you just a masochist? Are you crazy? You know? I think there are a lot of Zoomers that actually are like that, unironically. You're probably kidding, but take a look at XRP, down 5.58%, repeating, of course. Not at the lows of the day like Bitcoin. How about Bitcoin Cash? Terrible, man. Terrible. Yep. Really, really bad. 308 target from here for a retest. If it doesn't hold, 260, 220, whatever. Yep, everything reversed, man. The party's over. Alt V right there, that vertical line, the top. You're on the other side of the fence now. Here's the party. After the top, the hangover. Lower highs, lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows. 308 on deck. Just waiting. Band down 13.65%. We're crashing, baby, on band. Let's go. Below this level, nothing makes sense till 98 cents. Good God. Is the dragon. And then this dragon was like one of those scrub dragons in House of Dragon and got destroyed by a bigger dragon, I guess. Whatever. That show, dude, I'm telling you, I had to turn it off. The most recent episode, like, I was like halfway, I just turned it off. I was like, this is the crap. This is crap. This writing, I don't know if it's George R.R. Martin who's writing this stuff, because it doesn't seem like it, but something happened. That show is just not really good, man. Does anyone agree? Every episode, too, I'm just like, it's getting worse and worse and worse of a show. Yeah, what stream this turned out to be. Yeah, I know, man. I know, crazy. Raven coin. Dude, they're going to do it. They're going to Raven the coin. They're going to send Ravens to... Yeah, dude. In before death. I mean, this, you're staring at death now on Raven. It's over. Remember, this was a trade setup that concluded. It was, dude, a beautiful trade setup. Do we have it? I think we still have it, man. Look at this thing. Oh, you got to love it, bro. Like, there are times to make money and times not to lose money, dude. Look how perfect this thing was, man. It was like, okay, Here's your argument, right? The construction of the argument. Okay, so range-bound assets, sellers fail once, then they failed twice to truly breach this level because buyers recaptured it. Then you see them breach, and then they reconfirm the validity and then recapture, and that was the signal for me. I was like, okay, that's why the entry is where it is, why the stop is where it is, and why take profits are where they are. Okay, that's why. Yeah, that was it. 1 and 2, yeah, overshot. It's crypto. Welcome to the joke market. And, you know, this is why you have a trading plan. You could have had another target. Could have easily just hit this level and then dumped there. But look at it now. Look where you are. You're now like below the old entry exit, you know, like, of course it's done now. There's nothing to do. Wait for this thing to go to like all-time lows. It's breaking that level today, yesterday, down 9%. Yeah, it's breaking it today, chat. Look at that. Bearish and golden candle going for pretty much your lowest daily close since November of 2023. And then look what they did, man. You know what's so awful? That piece of data, the most recent piece of data. What was once a support, resistance is resistance now. That's so bearish. That implies we're screwed. So I would say 1.3 cents, 9.53 cents on deck for this loser. Altcoin loser joke number 527,430. Yep. Very bad, boys.
Very bad, boys. Very bad.
We've been live 2 hours, 36 minutes. If you're enjoying the coverage of this dumpster fire, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks for being here, man. How about hot? Right? It had it, and then it failed, right? It began to play out. Bitcoin rolled over beginning of June, and you had a dud, right? You had a dud, and the trend reversed, and you're bearish. And I think the target here is 1/10 of 1 cent. They're kind of breaking the level. The candle opened back from 2019, the reversal in 2019, everything correlated after that. I think you're in trouble. I think you could be looking for way lower prices on everything. Just about. How about Avalanche down 8%? Get ready, man. Get ready. Going for the lowest daily candle close since December of 2023. The lowest close of 2024 on Avalanche today. Incoming in 2 hours, 21 minutes, unless a miracle happens. And the miracle's like, no, like there wasn't a miracle. Like the TA has been respected, right? Miracles happen when you have an edge a certain way and it goes the other way. That's a miracle. It's not even a miracle because you have way greater odds of it playing out than a miracle, but still, it's just hyperbole to get the point across. How about GRT? Get ready, man. Get ready. They break this level. It's over. But my GRT. But it's the Google of cryptos, dude. Such a lack of demand that the market participants could not even, well, I guess they tested this high, but there's another one. It's this high. Yeah, buckle up. How about Reef? Well, this is what we wanted. Remember someone requested this in mid-July, and it's like, look, man, if you want any hope at all, this has to happen, right? And you got part one, but unfortunately, you didn't get part two. You didn't get positive price action correlation to the key level. You got the, oh, this level doesn't really exist, man. We're just going to break it. You see why it's plotted, candle closes, wicks. It's very real level, and they're breaking it now. This was all-time lows, I believe. Yeah, dude, someone out there, like earlier, was like, dude, I put like 10K across all the crypto market. You want to go long into this stuff? Man, I just don't understand it. Oh no, not punk coin. Elliot, it's bad. It's very, very bad. It's been delisted. It's awful. Dude scammed. And like, you're a cult member if you say he didn't really scam. So it's okay. I'm not really interested in arguing with a cult member, a Hex cult member. All right, dude. Like, reputable people don't do what that guy did. And you know that. Deep down, you know. But you like the guy. Because he's got like a nice voice. And yeah, he's got Bugattis and luxury stuff. And he's rich with, yeah, by scamming. Yeah, good stuff. Reputable people do not do what that guy did. And there's nothing you can do to change my mind. You never will. And I hope you change yours. Yeah, the only coin that is appealing, chat, is US dollar tether. That's it. Yeah. Theta. This is the worst. Oh my God. Dude, like, look at the like, what is the most recent thing to happen on Theta? Market participants have confirmed what was a resistance support is resistance with confirmation. Rolling over, going for the lowest daily candle close today since February of this year. This is the worst. That's beautiful price action, though. You got to love, that's TA respect. If they're testing the level twice, you know what that represents. So way lower prices. Let's go down to 98 cents from here. Let's head on down and lose another 22% of our value from here. There's no reason not to. It's crypto, dude. Oh God, chat. Y'all are dying. If y'all are dying, I'm dying, dude. You want to keep me around for a stream longer? You got to keep staying active in the chat. You got to keep typing stuff. That's right. That's not asking much, okay? Asking you to do something that costs you nothing but your fingers. I can't stream when chat's dead. It's just, well, I can, but it's normally, we'll stream an hour. We're almost 3 hours now. Okay, market participant, we are dying. Yes, chat is dying. Stan KG says that, why are you looking at all these old coins nobody should be interested in anyway? Dude, you got no idea. They're all interested in them. They love them all, man. They want them all analyzed every day, the rest of our lives, man. And we don't look at them often. Why? Because there hasn't been opportunity for a long time. And so today we're revisiting them because there's technicals on the upside and the downside. You can become learned. You can learn about technicals in this environment too. Like, this is very, like, we're very centered in education. Price action correlation represents things. And I'm just trying to implement and install the right things in your mind when you're watching this stream, because I'm influencing you with this content. So I want people, there are newer people on their journey and they don't understand price action. And it's like, that's all I'm doing. How about Algorand? Oh, it's the worst, man. It's like the worst things, like double worst. Like, look, like, of course they test that as resistance. And then even here, look at this subtle test. Look at how beautiful. Algorand going for its lowest daily candle close since November 2023. Lowest close of 2024 on deck. But I would say 9.57 cents is the target. So from here, downside potential on Algo, you got about 24 to 30% downside, chat. I never really use EMA. I just 200 simple. I mean, 50, 20, occasionally crossovers. It's not really that big a deal for me. They're just bonuses. There's references. They're not something I'm ever taking action on, but I don't know, maybe like a double top, like a second test of the 200 and a clear bear trend maybe, or the inverse, but I don't really use EMAs. I know a lot of people do use EMAs, and that's cool. It's fine. I just kind of learned simple. I do the simple. I know Jeffrey asked about Wolf. Let's just run to Wolf and see it real quick. Good time to re-add. There's nothing. Like, you're in impulse mode after a completed trade. Remember it was $4 and $6.12. Countless live streams talking about it down here in the Patreon, in the Citadel. $4, $6.12. $4, $6.12. $4, $6.12. It's over. Right, the tornado happened, it peaked, it destroyed a few buildings here. It went on for an hour and it's over. It's crashing, as it rightfully should. The gap's going to fill, and maybe you get back down to 232. That might be a level to look for some reason, because you can get 886 low to high, shark pattern maybe, 200 moving average, inflection point. You'd be looking for positive price action correlation down here, but you would wait until it loses stupid value. You'd wait till it loses 35 to 38% of its value from here. So wait. So pivot. I don't know. I'm not really hyped. I'm just kind of like, I don't know what I am. I don't know what gender I am, man. Today. Double bottom, Gartley. Hums, you need a little more than that. Wolf Louis is a green Bitcoin miner that we had our eye on for a very, very long time. Through rising valleys, accumulation was evident, 200 moving average was recaptured, local confirmation, and then it was like, if this plays out, $4 and 612, and it happened, and it was over. It was as good as Tesla, right? Legendary. TA, man. And if it fell below 176, it was over. It was a failure. Like, oh, it failed. Keith, it did, man. It did. It looked absolutely impeccable. It was fun. I remember the reason I found that, it was like, I was talking to my dad one weekend about him being in bonds, and just kind of being averted to this risk. Like, everything was so high, and I'm like, I get it, man. But then I was like talking to him, and I just looked at my laptop at TLT. I'm like, mother of God, dude. There is classic accumulation, spring back test on TLT. This is it. That means like yields aren't going any higher. We're done. We have topped out on yields. So if you want to own bonds, you better be owning them. You buy them when you see classic accumulation at a key inflection point after that miserable bear market, right? So I like TLT. I liked TLT. So that means I technically liked bonds because I liked TLT because of technicals. That's it. Doesn't mean like I'm a big bond guy. Said no millennial ever until I guess maybe recently. Stamp Daddy, there's not really a technical reason to not do that right now. The technicals are screaming like this is the worst thing ever. I mean, if it fails, it fails. Look, man. Again, this is like the thing that is so freaked me out. I'm a little freaked out. The fact that this is here and where it's happening after a long extended markdown, bear market. The fact that just all these things are happening, it's just insane to me. It's like 2018 demand line. Remember the Gartley type 2 return, how well that was respected? Or this, not the Gartley, the shark. No, this was the cipher. I think it was a shark too. Like if you took it in the type 2, it did hit an 886. Not quite 84. Yeah, anyway. So it was a cipher pattern, type 2 return, demand line. And now we have another bullish structure. And you just, this level is, to me, I think so important. And the fact that the buyers are recapturing their footing, they recapture the level, and then they're confirming that level of support. You're trading above the 200 and the 50. The 50, remember the golden cross just occurred mid-July, July 17th, golden cross. Now the price is actually trading above both moving averages. And you show me where it's trading above both moving averages for very long. It's been below it. This is a change. Something's changing. Probably above the 20 as well. Yeah. Look at it. You're above all three moving averages now. But wait, you were like below all three moving averages. Yeah, things have turned around. Things are turning around now. Yeah, the convergence of all the MAs right there, coiled up after the completion of this researched and studied accumulation pattern. It's just kind of like, dang, man. Scary. I wish Bitcoin looked like this. I wish crypto or a stock looked like this. There just aren't. Not like that. Why is it not a bear flag? It could be, right? It could be a bear flag. But the context is so danging, right? The context of long-term uptrend, what happened, the price of the uptrend reverted to the mean, and the buyers defended it. And then you create this pattern here. 3 valleys, 2 peaks. And the third valley formally backtest what was once resistance as support. And there's hidden bullish divergence. That implies a continuation upward. That's why I think it could be a bear flag. Right? Accumulation can happen, right? Consolidation. Okay, if that happens, again, we're not here to like talk about what kind of pattern it is. Is it bearish or bullish consolidation? We know it's potentially bullish consolidation. This is why you have stop losses set up, right? Like, it's not our job to be like, oh, it's bear flag. All I know is below 4.7%, the entire argument that has been presented here is invalidated, right? If you're falling below 4.7, really, it's really kind of below 4.3%. But I think it's below 4.7 because it's not just the third valley. It's that perfect back test of the zone. So it could be bear flag here, and I hope to God it is. And this is a valid bullish argument until the level of 4.7% is recaptured by sellers. So that's it. Cryptover, yeah, man, for real. All-time high on USDT dominance is 9.49%. So about 50% away from where we are right now. Anyway, all right. Well, we got 2 hours till the daily close. So TA being respected, unfortunately. I would have loved the TA to be disrespected. Look here, we tested the 200 simple moving average on this on Bitstamp. Tested it again. Tested the heart line of this beautiful channel here. So well respected, man. A tale of two sharks. Should be in a book somewhere. Can't make it up. You would think, like, it's the weekend. There shouldn't be much price action. You probably aren't going to get much price action, right? If I was a betting man, like, maybe you're not going to melt down this weekend. I mean, that would be crazy if you did. They might just wait till Monday. You might just go flat or rally off this low. You might go back up to 63,588. I don't know. I just don't know if this weekend's going to be truly brutal. But, man, altcoins are, look at the watch list, man. They're destroyed. Collectively, on average, down about 6%. Yeah, I hope we don't have a Black Monday, but can never rule it out. So thanks for likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Pretty much a full tip jar. Close enough. So bearish and golden candle will be confirmed very soon. 2 hours. Have a good weekend. I'll be back. Until next time. Respect the T. A.
Hand him a little crypto check.